in this world.
The secret of where the Shapers gain their power has been lost for eons, but their power still endures, as does their supreme authority over the world and the endless numbers of creations they have spawned. Fleshcraft abominations, living tools, and bioweaponry exist alongside humble slaves, GMO livestock, and the cat bus from My Neighbor Totoro. The Geneforge Saga is an epic classic RPG series from the developer Spiderweb Software, a very small studio which consists primarily of the game designer Jeff Vogel and his wife. It's a sci-fi fantasy series which focuses on the enigmatic Shapers, an elite caste of mages who alone know the secrets of life and can create true living beings from inert matter as if they were gods. These creations in turn are utterly subservient to their Shaper masters, which has allowed this empire of mad mages to stretch across the world. Geneforge is probably the most unique series from Spiderweb Software, but it's hardly their only one. For over 30 years now, this tiny indie studio has been making niche classic CRPGs, and have done so quite successfully in my opinion, producing dozens of games and several long-running series. Aside from the Geneforge series, I'm a fan of their Avernum games, a pretty traditional set of RPGs which themselves are actually remakes of their original Exile series from the early 90s. As for the Geneforge games, even though I'd say I'm a fan of them, I have to admit that this is actually my first time genuinely playing any game from the series. Now this may sound a bit odd, but it's because I've played the Spiderweb demos for Geneforge 1 to 4 in the past, and since their demos are huge and on average over 30 hours long, when I was younger it was a cool way to get this sort of big complex RPG for free, sort of, at least until I learned how to torrent games. They also often would be included in these sort of demo discs, which used to come with a lot of PC magazines back in the 90s and early 2000s, and this is how I was introduced to Spiderweb Software games to begin with, as my dad subscribed to several of these and would often just give me the discs to play. They also make their games actually work on Macs, so it was one of the few interesting games I could play easily when I had a MacBook only during university. Now this is a bit off topic. I mention it because Spiderweb Software always needs a little bit more love. Since they have their mega demos available even today on their site, I definitely recommend checking one out, especially for Geneforge if you end up liking this video. Now the Geneforge series actually concluded almost 20 years ago with Geneforge 5, but what I'm playing now is actually a 2022 remake of Geneforge 1 called Mutagen, which upgrades and enhances almost everything about the original game. Spiderweb Software has a long tradition of remaking their older titles, even to the point of remaking the remakes, as they have done with their Avernum series. Considering I only played the mega demo for Geneforge 1, I can't really compare the changes between it and Mutagen that well. However, I do know that a lot has been added with regards to the story and characters. I'm unsure if this makes much of a difference, however, since all the Spiderweb Software games are pretty light on their NPC characterization. Jeff Vogel, it seems, prefers to write more broadly conceptual stories with a focus on more big themes rather than more intimate character moments. And in my opinion, he's quite good at it, since for me, the strongest part of all his games is the world building and the story, the broader, overarching story, I should say. Still, some people who prefer more meaningful standalone characters might not enjoy it as much, so it's really up to personal taste. I, for one, am a big fan of similar writers like, for example, Larry Niven, who also has a habit of writing big idea type stories with, to be honest, pretty thin characters. All that being said, I'd say Geneforge Mutagen is a good way to get into the series, and arguably one of the best intros to Spiderweb Software's game catalog, alongside with the more classical fantasy series Avernum, which also is getting some more modern remakes as of late. If you want to play the rest of the series, the Saga bundle, which includes Geneforge 1 to 5, is also a great option. Geneforge, as I said, is a very unique setting, and the game does an excellent job of weaving that kind of wider lore into the actual gameplay, so it's more than just some irrelevant fluff in the background. As I said in my intro, the world of Geneforge is one dominated by different magical sects, with the oldest and most powerful and dominant being that of the Shapers. The Shapers are unique in that they can not only create true life from just inert matter and just some magical energy, but also they can tune this life in any way they see fit to suit their needs. Nearly every single aspect of Shaper civilization is built from these sort of creations. Even the boat your character arrives on in the beginning of Geneforge-1 is actually a living creature specifically engineered to be a boat. The Shapers use specifically grown batons, which behave like magical firearms, firing specialized thorns at an enemy when wielded like a rifle. They utilize immobile creations with overgrown brains as a sort of living computers in order to process their extensive Magicsoft Excel spreadsheets. They raise fire-breathing raptors as guard dogs, and most notable for Geneforge's plot, they have a race of highly intelligent humanoid beings called serviles who act as the devoted slave caste of their empire. All creations are intensely devoted to the Shapers in general, and their masters in particular, even unto death, something which is shown immediately in the intro as your living ship sacrifices itself in order to save you from drowning after being attacked, setting up the brutal realities of the Shaper world as our character just uncaringly sort of walks off, leaving the valiant boat to bleed out and ungloriously die by the docks. Now, Spiderweb Software really believes in player freedom, so while their worlds are quite open and narratively broad, there's always an emphasis on your actions having great effect on the world around you, and you are totally free to pursue literally any path you like with your character. If you want to be an arrogant elitist shaper who treats all the creations like just mere tools, or a more caring, down-to-earth shaper who actually cares about their feelings, aka a liberal, you are completely free to do so, and arguably no path is completely good or bad when it comes to the narrative outcomes. The world of Geneforge is very politically rich, and a lot of deeper philosophical ideas are buried in the story and how you decide to deal with this world, which for me makes it all the more compelling, alongside leading just hordes of cryoraptors to freeze-fry whole armies. Now, while the narrative is quite freeform and very open to player choice, so is the actual gameplay. Not only can you be anything from a total pacifist to a merciless warlord, and basically everything in between, nearly every single quest and situation can be approached in multiple different ways or even easily avoided. Your primary goal, and really only overarching goal in Geneforge 1, is just to escape the island you've been stranded on. So if you choose to do so, you can literally just do that, ignore every single thing else. Sure, you won't get a terribly satisfying ending, but it's an option many games really refuse to offer. Now, when it comes to your character, the levels of build autism never really get as intense as something like the Pathfinder games. You do, however, have a ton of variety when it comes to your playstyle, and there's plenty of room for experimentation with novel builds. Do you want to be a combat-heavy warrior, a strict mage, a minion summoner leader, a rogue, a diplomat, or whatever else? You can probably make it work somehow. When it comes to classes, there are 3 available to choose from which can be further customized, however each has their own general sort of playstyle. First are the pure Shapers. These are mages who focus on their creations and leading hordes of them into battle. Creations in turn are highly customizable creatures which can have a variety of different powers as well as uses for the Shaper. I should note that not only can the general body type of the creation be chosen, but even particular traits for that creature to give them unique abilities or buffs. This is all based off of the Shaper's essence, which while not drained is stored within his creations until they either die or are reabsorbed by the Shaper. This system is really the highlight of Geneforge, and you have a lot of customization when it comes to using your creations. As well as if you decide to not reabsorb your creations, they're able to gain levels and become individually stronger as they survive and mature. Now, creations can disobey, even going rogue if the Shaper is too weak to control them. But if you are being careful and focusing on learning your shaping skills, this is not really that much of an issue. Next class are the Guardians. These are primarily warriors who wear heavy armor and tend to focus more so on combat than magic. And lastly are the Agents, who are more traditional mages, or I guess more like a spell sword hybrid. Now, any of these classes can be customized further, so you can, for example, have a Guardian warrior type who also uses shaping to create allies in combat, or a Shaper who focuses more on just buffing and dazzling magic rather than pure minion hordes. For myself, I'm playing the Shaper because the creation system is such a unique part of the game, it feels like a waste not to use it. Not to mention, I like the typical sort of minion overlord sort of playstyle in basically any game, whether it's like a necromancer or just some kind of other horde leader of sorts. As mentioned before, there's a lot of variety when it comes to creations, but they all fall into 3 main categories with their own associated shaping skills. Playing a shaper, it's better to mostly specialize in one of these rather than really diversify too much. The 3 main groups are fire, battle, and magic creations. To put it simply, battle creations are mostly strong melee-focused creatures with no ranged abilities. Magic creatures are flimsy casters who can provide a variety of magical abilities, and fire creations are sort of hybrid of the two, with both ranged and melee capability. Really, any of them can be useful, but I'd say fire creations are usually the best if playing a pure shaper, since they offer the greatest versatility to complement your character's relatively weak combat skills otherwise. But really, it's up to you and your particular build. Even on the max terror difficulty, you can make really any of them work. Some, like the Foira, seem to be quite a bit better than others, but I think any of them can work if you think about using them in relation to your build. Realistically, only the Shaper and Guardian classes will be using shaping magic very much, though it's entirely possible to make an Agent Shaper if you like, and they will just lack much aptitude for it. For my own character, I also chose to specialize a little bit in mechanics and leadership skills, both incredibly useful soft skills, as well as dip a little bit into some more support magics in order to buff my creations, as I wanted to go more for the Horde playstyle. I'd call this a sort of buff-debuff shaper with points in blessing and dazzling magic, as well as fire shaping and some leadership and mechanics. Diversifying your build is fine, but you should have some idea of what you want to achieve, rather than just dipping your toes into every pool randomly. The game begins with an introduction to the world of the Shapers and your role in it. You're but a humble apprentice with no power or skills in shaping as of yet. Apprentices in Shaper society are often sent off to colonial outposts in order to train and make themselves useful. Thus you find yourself sailing off on top of your living ship when you're suddenly fired upon by a rogue vessel. Your ship breathes fire and sinks the attacker, but not before being grievously wounded in the process. As it dies, it manages to drag you over to a nearby island, saving your life while it expires. Weak and alone, you find yourself on the island of Susia, one which is forbidden to enter by your people for reasons unknown to you. Usually, islands are barred for entry due to perhaps rogue creations running amok, or powerful and dangerous artifacts located there. As you explore the crumbling docks, this place seems a bit different. There are Shaper ruins all over the island, and what seems to be a formerly thriving Shaper colony. Even more curious, you encounter seemingly feral creations, ones which are unwilling to immediately obey you, as others do in Shaper territories. You are still just an apprentice with negligible power, but even so, this entire situation seems very odd. Moving on, you encounter a strange flask full of shifting matter within. You are unsure what it is, but you decide to activate it, piercing your palm with a needle connected to the jar, causing the power contained within to flood into your body. This leads to a powerful awakening of power within you. Power which would have taken a Shaper's apprentice such as yourself years to attain normally. This new power allows you to access further Shaper ruins and explore deeper into the island. Moving on from the docks leads you into an abandoned vale, where you're surprised to see a large inn and other Shaper settlements, which have long since been abandoned. It seems this region used to be a bustling port town in the past, where Shapers would come and go from the island as needed. Remains of overgrown farmland and herds of created livestock called orcs wander around the ruins, terminating at a large quarantine building which once acted as the border control for those wishing to enter or leave the island. Here we find more sources of power, including our first options for new creations, the raptor-like Foira. Fighting the wild and hostile creations is one thing, but an even greater surprise is waiting on the other side of the quarantine control zone. A servile, a type of intelligent slave-like creation made to mimic humans in form and capabilities, is there tending his herd of orcs. When we emerge, he is in utter shock to see a genuine Shaper emerge after apparently over a century since they abandoned the island. Our character is equally shocked to see the Serviles here apparently living with their own free will, and quite successfully at that. This is a pretty big mind blow for a Shaper, who has only ever seen creations as utterly subservient and loyal tools. But what happens now when the tools want equal rights and the freedom to run their own lives? This must be how the Anunnaki felt when they returned to Earth, only to find that the monkeys they had engineered to mine gold were now running complex civilizations without them. Okay, I have to say one thing before we start. I really love this this little mechanic of popping these raptor fetuses on the main screen here. It's very funny and totally pointless, but see, this is the thing that indie games should be doing. This is why all you indie developers, indie studios out there haven't been around for 30 years like Spiderweb Software is, because you don't have cool little meme things like this. Alright, hello guys, and welcome to Geneforge Mutagen. So this is the game here. I've just finished off kind of starting off with this character, doing a few basic things to get him built here. You can see I have a few Raptors following me around. This is my group. Now I could reabsorb these guys to maybe build something else later. So you don't need to keep the same creations around. You can totally get rid of them and then replace them with something else, however you fit. So depending on the battle that comes up, I can have totally different set of creations. But I'm going to move on here. We're going to move on to the main town, or the first town, and then actually start off with the game here. So the beginning part was just kind of the introduction. This is entering the actual game here. Okay, you enter for the first time a colony of serviles. These are like the created slaves of the Shapers on Susia Island. There's a good deal of astonishment on both sides. The creations seem to have done well on their own, much better than you would have suspected. They have moved into Shaper ruins and made them their own. They have crops, shops, and guard patrols. The serviles in turn are speechless. They've clearly been without Shaper influence for many years, and they have no idea how to react. They look overjoyed, relieved, and terrified at the same time. Most of all, though, they look expectant. They watch you carefully, gauging your every move, wondering how you're going to treat them. The power of the Shapers has almost completely overwhelmed that of their creations. You, however, don't have the full power of the Shapers. You are weak, tired, untrained, and alone. Fortunately, they don't seem to know that. So basically, I'm a LARPer. I'm a LARPer Shaper. I'm just a total noob that doesn't have any skills at all. But let's go talk to some of these serviles here and see what they're doing. You meet one of Vaki's guards. He's a servile wielding an old dented but very sharp sword. Greetings, Shaper. How may I assist you? What are you guarding against? Rogue creatures are common in the woods north and east of here. We never know when some of them will stumble into Vakri, and we must kill them before they do harm. Where will I find aid and information? Speak with Leader Kobar here. He is feasting hall in the southeast corner of town. Okay, so how you treat these serviles is very important, because it really decides, you know, what factions you can assist in the game and how the story will play out. There's three main factions of these serviles. I believe they're called the Obeyers, the Takers, and then the Awakened. And I don't exactly remember what the difference between all of them is. I believe the Obeyers, their goal is they want to return to a Shaper control. Like, they want a Shaper to come back and lead them, basically. The Awakened... Oh, here's something about the Awakened. So we can read about the Awakened here. We of the Awakened have fair requests when the Shapers return. They will be presented in the spirit of openness and good wishes. Any creation in the presence to say, I am thinking free being, must become one. Free thinking creation will be bound by the same laws as common and be punished for crimes in the same way. A free thinking creation will be able to sell goods and labor freely and be bound by the same laws as common. Free thinking creation capable of magic can apply to learn this power according to the same laws as common. So there, we just got a little bit of introduction to the Awakened. The Awakened wish to be treated equally as like normal, common beings, like natural beings, even though they were created by the Shapers. When the Shapers return, as they have in the form of me, they want to be treated equally, which we may or may not think about it that way. I don't know. Okay, let's talk to some of these people. Servile is muscular as a thad. She is a massive creature, all more remarkable when you consider that serviles were not made for feats of strength. She knows how surprised you are by her physique. I am Brodus. I am the Vakri Blade. I defend the serviles here from all threats. She puts extra emphasis on the all. If you mean us peace, I welcome you on behalf of myself and the Awakened. You defend against all threats, even me? Okay, I don't believe you wish to threaten us. I'm not some taker to believe the Shapers are always evil. But be warned, if you threaten us, your powers will not stop us from acting against you. Okay, tell me about the Awakened. I should not believe in all my heart, but that does not mean that I'm a good teacher of it. Talk to Sensia, she's among the best of explaining the path. You're very muscular for a servile. I'm the way you created me. I think I am descended from one of the few strains of servile raised to fight. My kind hunt pests and beasts. Okay. I can help with your struggles. We hope that when you Shapers return, you could help us, but do not think your help will make us willing to return to servitude. There's a tribe of inutil servile bandits to the north. They are strong fighters and cunning. They raid us, they take our food and weapons and wealth. They do not kill, but they take our food, and it is a struggle. End their raids, and if you have to kill them all, do it. So much the better. We can't destroy them without losing many of our own, but we have the powers of a Shaper. You should be able to destroy them with no difficulties. Okay, so where's this pack of inutil serviles? Yes, I know you see us all as rogue. These bandits are worse. We Awaken will deal with you, Shaper. The rogues will hunt you and kill you. Okay, where do these bandits come from? They come, some in the 3 servile villages develop poorly, they don't fit in, they have been expelled. The inutil, they're called. You're familiar with it. It is a Shaper term. Some inutil form peaceful settlements, others are full of rage and greed. Okay, so we can go kill the bandits. That'll be a good option for the quest. Let's just explore the town a little bit. I wonder if I should reabsorb these creations. I could see if I can try to do it. So let me absorb one of these guys. I'll reabsorb all of them, and then we can create some more before we head out to any kind of quests, depending on what we need. Now, I don't have many creations available. I basically just have the Foria, and I believe the kind of ice version of this same creature, which is the Kroya. The pronunciation for some of these things is a little bit odd, but you can see these are the different creations I can make. There's different forms of each of them. Usually each basic form will have 2 main variants that have a little bit different stats, a little bit different abilities. So, oh, my essence is actually quite low. I'll have to see if I can get some more essence. Maybe I'll have to go back to this kind of Shaper Hall a little bit later and gain some more essence again. But let's kind of explore the town a little bit, and we'll have to pick up more essence later. Leader Kobar. Okay, this is the guy. Look at these guys, this like snout. Unlike the others, this muscular servile does not fear you, or if he does, he won't show it. He sizes you up, trying to figure out whether you are a help or a threat to the serviles under his care. A sword hangs from his belt, which is shocking. Serviles are not allowed weapons. He bows to you, a very short, sharp motion, all the time keeping his eyes on you. Welcome to our home. I'm Leader Kobar, proud, awakened, and the chosen leader of the tribe of Vakiri. It is a pleasure to have the Shapers among us again at last. You could not fail to notice the way Kovar emphasized the word leader, or the lack of enthusiasm he put into that last sentence. Okay, I need to learn of the tribes of Susia Island. Okay, so these are the 3 main factions. We already meet the Awakened here. They don't hate the Shapers, but they want some sort of equality with them. They want to be treated as like equal living beings and not just as a mere slave servant. When the Shapers abandoned us, we Serviles had to find our own ways and beliefs. As the years passed, we split into 3 sects. The Awakened, the Obeyers, and the Takers. Let's see about the Obeyers. These are the ones who they want to remain slaves, I guess. They're the ones who wish to follow. They are the ones who worship your kind as gods. You'll find them in Pentil to the east, as obedient and pliable as you could possibly wish. We are not fond of them. You should. Pentils to the northeast. The leader is called Raidel. I'm sure they will give you a friendly welcome and all the groveling you desire. I hope you can help them. They are weak-minded, but not evil. Now let's also learn about the Takers. Takers is the sort of main antagonist faction, but you can totally join them if you like. Basically, these 3 factions are the ones available. Of course, you have the Shapers themselves, though the Shapers, aside from you yourself, are not really present much in the game. I mean, they don't even know you're on this island. You were supposed to be sent off to some Shaper colony somewhere, and you got stranded. So basically, nobody knows you're here, and you have to find a way to escape yourself. However, they are relevant in that your decisions will somehow affect them, and they will have to judge your decisions later. So depending what you choose, the Shaper Empire of sorts will have to deal with the results of that as time goes on. So let's learn about the Takers. They are the mad ones of Kazag. The Takers of Free. They have been warped by the cruelty of their lives here. They were made by the Shapers, and now they wish to overthrow them. They wish to separate from the Shapers completely. And if the Shapers attempt to deal with them, they wish to die fighting. They are mad. We have no worship for the Shapers, but we do not hate them either. We wish to be equal, that is all. You'll have to be careful. If you don't know them respect, they will probably attack you. They are a little mad. Kazakh is a long journey to the east. Their leader is Ignoral. She might speak with you. I think she knows more about the north half of the island than we do. And lastly, the Awakened. All in this village are of the Awakened sect. We have been awakened from the dark sleep of Shaper Mastery. Our eyes are opened. We wish to deal with the Shapers as equals, with friendship and gratitude, but we will not be slaves to you any longer. Beware, if you anger the Awakened, this town will no longer be open to you. Okay. I'm amused by your aspirations, so I can choose to either kind of indulge their beliefs or reject them. I think I am going to reject them. I'm going to be a little bit aloof and arrogant, I think, for this character because I want to side with the Obeyers. But I'm amused with your aspirations, but I doubt we Shapers will be supportive. Kubar is furious. You abandoned us here to die, to suffer, to starve, and you dare condescend to me? He pats the pommel of his sword. It is still shocking to see servals with weapons. Hear me, Shaper. You made us. We owe much to you, but you Shapers, with all your might, all your power, all your wisdom, are not immune to steel. You will shred us. You will mow us down like wheat, but we will win. Okay, so that's all for now. We're not going to talk to this guy, but it is good to be a little bit arrogant. Basically, we do have to be a little bit arrogant to these guys. I wonder if I can take things from these chests. Will they get mad at me? Actually, probably they will. I know there is stealing in this game, so I shouldn't be going through people's chests and stealing stuff. Let's just explore this town. We'll go deal with the bandits a little bit later, and I will make some more creations, but I may have to go refill my essence a little bit. So there is a place I can do that. Oh, what did that say? There's a little thing about the this area where I'm exploring here. We'll just go around the town a little bit. So this game is quite simple, even though this is a remake of the original Geneforge, so it is improved in a lot of ways. Definitely the graphics look a lot better. Not that the original Geneforge graphics look bad, but I mean, this is kind of a 3D environment versus the more 2D of the original Geneforge. Between this one and the original, like I said, I have played the Geneforge-1 demo, which is quite big. It basically covers the first like third of the game, which is quite a lot, to be honest, and like many hours into it. And I've played some of the other, basically every demo from Geneforge 1 to Geneforge 4, though I haven't tried Geneforge 5 yet. I've played the big demos for all of them and enjoyed it, but I haven't actually played the full game of a Geneforge game yet. So this will probably be my first time actually playing through an entire game of Geneforge. And I think this is a good option. I mean, Geneforge 1 is pretty interesting. Let's see if we can talk to other people. Okay, these are more of the guards. This way must go to the north where the bandits are. I should take some time to create some new creations, however. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go out of here. We learned your secrets. Let me talk to this guy. The Serval's robes are heavily stained and in places dissolved. This little house is packed with equipment and supplies to make pods and spores. Even considering what you've already seen, this is a little shocking. Working magic, even alchemy, is reserved for Shapers alone. The Serval bows to you. Completely unashamed, he says, "Welcome, Shaper. Welcome at last. I'm Ham. Welcome to my home. You know how to make pods? How?" "I'm glad you asked. When you Shapers left, you left behind many things, like equipment and a school. This was long ago, and we have had many years to study your writings and artifacts. We had no choice. It was for survival. That isn't shy violating our law. Our secrets are not for you." I'm going to be pretty hostile to all these guys. All these Awakened. This is the woke, literally the woke faction. So I'm going to be kind of a dick to everybody. I'm going to be a dick to these guys. I'm also going to be a dick to the Takers. We can't be tolerating that kind of stuff around here. The Shapers are back. Even though it's only one Shaper, that's more than enough to take over this whole island. This slips hand, he tries to hide it. "You are a Shaper after all. I am sorry. I will try to do something else. Where did you find our artifacts?" "They're all over." He points to the box in the corner. "I found that in some ruins recently, but I can't get the lock open. We can believe in fair trades. If you can find a way to get that box open, I'd pay you for your time. I'm sure you can use more supplies." "Why don't you just smash it open? Why don't you try picking the lock?" "Of course, it's too complicated. You need to use living tools. Servals have a hard time using those. They don't respond to us well." Okay, so yeah, so they don't want to smash it because they may break whatever's inside. And living tools are another interesting thing which you can create. So every single thing, every item the Shapers use is living. It's some kind of creation. This is why I kind of described it as a sort of science fiction fantasy, because the Shapers do have a lot of power. They can have a almost like fairly modern society, or fairly like technological society, using only kind of biotech, basically. The way shaping works, it is almost like a magical sort of biotech, where anything they need, a vehicle, a tool, an object, whatever, they can make it using their magic and their shaping abilities. So as I said, I'm going to actually leave the town here. I just wanted to kind of explore around. If there's anything else I need to see. There was someone else they mentioned I should go visit, which I forget who that was. Let's go check out some of these other buildings around here. Just check out all the different areas of the town, and then we will go back to refill our essence. We can make some new creations. Lever is locked. You don't have enough living tools. Okay, so I don't have living tools to deal it. Let's talk to this guy. I need some supplies. Okay, let's buy something here. So he sells a few basic things. Thorn baton, thorns, venom thorns, tranquil thorns. Now, I don't know if I should invest too much in armor. It might be worthwhile. I do have a fair bit of money with me, so maybe I should buy a few things. I am going to be mostly focusing on my my creations to do most of the work for me. What I might pick up, as I already do have a thorn baton, I might pick up some different thorns. So let's actually pick up some venom thorns, and maybe some... Oh, that's quite a lot of money. I'm going to buy some just normal thorns. Oh, that's all my money, basically. Do you have enough for maybe a chitin armor? Or chitin armor? Sorry. That's the same problem I have when I play Morrowind as well, mixing up the pronunciation of that. Okay, let's throw on some armor. Can I even wear this? I guess so. Okay, that's good. That'll be better than what I'm currently wearing. Okay, +4 for magic armor, +7 for physical armor, and +15 stun resistance. So that is a little bit better than what I'm wearing now. It's same magic armor, a little bit better physical armor. And what's different for this? This one doesn't really have much of a difference. So this is strictly worse. Okay, and we have our thorns as well. Okay, good. We have a lot of thorns for our thorn baton, which we can use as a ranged sort of weapon of sorts. It's kind of like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like a living gun. It fires these thorns out at the enemy. So it is a very interesting weapon. There's a lot of like cool world building in this game, but I do like that it all fits in, it all ties into the gameplay. So even little things like, okay, so this goes somewhere. I don't know where this goes. Does this sign tell me? Welcome to Valkyrie. Okay, so I don't know where this goes. These posts don't really say anything. But that's one exit out of the town. There seems to be another one up here. And then there's some stuff over in the north here. So let's go check this out before we actually go fill up our essence again. And then make some new creations. Okay, I just want to kind of explore all these things. Okay, you abandoned us. This Serval's large and round under her robe, far more than any you have ever seen. Unusual. When she sees you, she grins, showing a mouthful of healthy teeth. When she bows, you notice she wears gold rings and jeweled necklace. Clearly some Servals are wealthier than others. Welcome, Shaper. I am Dreet of Valkyrie, recently of Penteal. Are you wealthy? What is wealth? None of our Servals are truly wealthy. All we have is what we can scavenge and what we grow. But in the sense that I have more goods to trade than for things I want, I suppose I am wealthy. What sort of things do you own? She points at the door to the west wall. Well, there is an artifact back there that we Servals can't use. It would kill us, but I suspect it would be useful for you. For 200 coins, I would unlock the door for you. I'm a Shaper. You want to barter with me? I demand that you open the door or else. Shaper, I'm awakened. I will not be your slave. Attack me if you want, but I will not submit to threats. Get out of my house and only return when you will treat me with respect. Okay, so she's not going to let me bully her, and I'm definitely not strong enough to actually throw my weight around. So I can badmouth them all I like. It doesn't really allow me to actually do anything because my powers are still quite weak. Okay, let's go check out this last little hut over here, whatever this building is. Okay, so we have a last building here. This looks like some kind of military building of sorts, or some kind of statues nearby. Let's go see if anyone's inside. I can guide you. We got a pool here for renewing our essence. Let's go here. There we go. Great. That refuels our essence, so we don't need to go anywhere else to do it. This looks like a large Shaper compound. What does this guy have to say? Learned Piner. You mean old, withered, bent servile, at least a century old. They're designed to live for a long time, but this one is setting a record. When she sees you, she's overwhelmed with emotion. The servile must exert great effort to keep from breaking down. She stares at you with awe, as if the gods walk the earth now. Maybe they do. With a trembling voice, she says, "Welcome back, Shaper. I am learned painter. Welcome to my home. Welcome at last. Why is everyone so in awe of me? Why are you called learned? I found some very strange artifacts on this island. Containers full of goo. Do you know anything about them? Require a boat to escape from this island." Let's first of all ask her about the containers of goo. These things we've been finding that give us instantly power that we didn't have before, that would take otherwise years and years to learn. I think you mean the canisters, large cylinders with glowing matter inside. I found some fragments of them in the back room. They were created by Shapers before they left. What are they for? I have never seen one before. I've used one. It changed me. It made me more powerful. Are they dangerous? I do not know. I see nothing unusual about you. If you use more of them, I can look at you and see if you change. What are they for? I've never seen one before. The Shapers made them here on the island. We serviles do not use them. Letting them infect us kills us instantly. I've seen it. She winces, turning her face into a maze of wrinkles. We fear your Shaper creations. We avoid them. Okay, so these power vessels, they will instantly kill serviles, but they give me tremendous power. So basically my character had absolutely nothing. He didn't know anything when he first arrived, but using these vessels, he somehow gained a great amount of power that he otherwise would, he would have to be training for years and years to be able to reach that level. Okay, I have another question. Why is everyone so in awe of me? You're one of our creators. You made us serviles, and you can make us disappear. All we have and are, we owe to you. Your disappearance has been difficult for us, and we don't know how we should treat you. Well, now I'm here and expect to be obeyed. She isn't surprised, only sad. In our years of living on our own, some of us came to want independence. That is something you will have to deal with before long. Okay, I have another question. Why are you called learned? Is a mark of respect for our people. I have been alive for many years, and I know much history. I will share it with you if you want. Your kind has been away for very long. Why is Susia Island barred? Why was it abandoned? We do not know. Your kind left a century ago. They left us behind. They left behind us serviles. They did not tell us why they fled. I have no idea though. Where you might get a clue of why the isle was abandoned. Tell me more. Where should I look? To the north, there's a large ruin. I think it was once a school where your kind learned their arts. Such a place might still have a servant mind, a mind might have been told why Susia was abandoned. You might go there and see if the servant mind still lives. If you can learn anything from it, do so carefully. Though there are rogue creations in there, if there weren't, I would have gone and looked myself. Okay. Why do you think a servant mind is there? I met it when I was young. Many years ago, we could enter the school before the island went wild and the rogues came. It was friendly then, but confused. Maybe you can get it to talk sense. A school for you? Young Shapers, we think, not serviles. Serviles don't get schools. There are rogues here. Many old and battered. Like most of the rogues, they hunt their own lands and leave us alone, but you will have to pass through to reach the mind. Okay, that's all for now. Let's get out of here. We can look around this little hut a little bit, see if there's anything useful here for me. I don't think there's much, though. Looks like these vats have nothing there. But at least we can restore essence, and we can use that to create some more creations. So let's take a look at how we make creations here. First of all, I'm going to make creation. I only have these available for me. I have to find more later. Now, the difference between these is the Creator is a little bit more expensive. You can see level 6. This one is level 5. This one also requires a little bit more essence to get started, but we can make maybe one of these guys. So my current essence is 15 after making this guy, and I can customize his abilities to give him a lot of bonuses. Now the problem with this, though, is that they become very hard to deal with the more bonuses you give him. So I'm going to give him just a little bit. You can keep his icy breath, and I might give him a hardiness ability to give him some resistance to damage. And otherwise, I don't think I can really afford much else. Yeah, maybe we'll leave it at that. Make a Creora with some hardiness and just the basic cold breath. Okay, there we go. Summon one. I'm going to summon a few more. We'll make some of the Frioras, because they're a little bit cheaper to deal with. Innate haste. I think I'll throw that on. And that'll be a fine. I guess I don't need to do too much. I'm going to make them very simple. I can maybe make one more. No, I don't have enough. Okay, I can make 2. I could probably afford 3 Fioras, or 1 Cryora and 1 Fiora. I feel like with creations, it's better to go for, at least if I'm playing a shaper where I'm not very combat capable myself, it's good to have more creations than not. Okay, but let's get out here. So where do we need to go? What did this person say when I talked to them? They mentioned about the bandits. I think the bandits are to the north. Where can I find any information? Leader Kobar. Okay. Who told me about the bandits? All threats, even me. You are a blade. You're a muscular for servile. What threats do you face? Rogue creations. They're also bandits. Okay. Where's the pack of serviles? And let's take a look here. Maybe I can deal with the bandits. They're foul brigands. Okay, so where are they exactly? I think they're to the north. Okay, I don't know, whatever. I missed what that is. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of this village. I don't think there's much else for me to deal with here. We already talked to most of these important people. Is there anyone else we need to talk to? Someone in here. Oh, the shopkeeper we already talked to. So let's get out of here. We're going to go to the north, I guess. I think this is where they are. I don't know if it's worth creating another creation, going with 3 instead of 2. I think 2 is okay for now. Maybe 3 might be better. I'm not really sure. Maybe it might be better to go for the Raptor Horde. So I might even absorb this creation again. First of all, actually, let me check my skills. Do I have any points available? I don't have any skill points. So once I can level up, I can get a few skill points available. I've only leveled up my fire shaping as well as my mechanics a little bit. I might see if I can level up some other things later. So you can see a few things about these skills. I need to level up my skills and my essence mastery. For example, I would like to get more essence if possible. Let's get out of here. This guy's sleeping. Let's talk to him. Okay, no, same thing. He's not doing anything. So let's get out of here. I think this is fine. We have 2 here. Bandit Woods. Okay, eliminate the bandits. This is where I need to go anyways. Okay, you enter the wild lands north of Vakiri. You find the remnants of several farms and camps. You just find patches of scorched land. The Servals tried to expand up here only to be driven back by rogues. There are fewer tracks all over the place, clearly visible in the patches on the ground among the scrub. Clearly painted sign by the road just ahead. Let's read the sign. Land of Gurk, toll pass 10 coins. Let's see, what do these guys have to say? This aged Serval has been left bent and scarred by his years of fending for himself in the woods. However, he still holds his blade with a steady hand and looks you straight. Stop. I am Gurk. He is trying to hide his fear, but even his long, harsh life has erased the Serval's inbred terror of the Shapers. He barely manages to speak. This are Wood Shaper, woods of Inutal. Though you are of lofty race, you still must pay the toll pass, 10 coins. You dare threaten me? Begone, I will destroy you. Gurk is terrified, yet he is impossibly brave for a Serval. Either that or very, very stupid. No, you do what you must, but I am bandit. I take your money where you fight. You're a rogue, you must be destroyed. I do not listen to arrogant Serviles. Let's walk away. Okay, you call his bluff. Gurk makes an angry hissing noise, and you turn your back on him. Fine, Shaper. Toll, consider paid this time. Okay, so yeah, these guys are terrified of the Shapers, so he's not going to bother me right now. But I do want to kind of explore a little bit. I don't want to go deal with that yet. Let's go look around this area, see if there's anything else around here. Oh, we got an enemy. Okay, so first part of combat here. Let's see if we can fight these guys. So these kind of Raptors, they have both a ranged and a... wow, that killed them very quickly. They have both a ranged and a melee attack, so they're usually quite good, I think. Let's start killing some of these creatures. I think this should be pretty easy to kill. The Criora is pretty much a strict upgrade of the Fiora, the generic Fiora. And let's see if we can hit him with our baton. There we go, nice. There, with a cold breath. That cold breath is extremely useful. We got a few more of the Fioras around here. We just want to avoid our main Shaper taking too much damage. Because he is not really able to fend for himself that much. Okay, just kill these things before they get too close. Oh, there's a lot of them now. Okay, so we got to kill these guys off pretty quickly. Luckily, this cold breath seems to kill these guys in about one hit. Okay, so that was pretty easy. I think there's one left. Can I exit combat? Looks like I can. And we'll get a little bit closer to this last guy here. There's a few of them. Let's put you up ahead a little bit. There we go. Kill that guy. Oh, not in one hit that time. Okay, and you, let's hit you with a thorn. We'll have to level up our magic skill a little bit more. There we go. And last one. Great. Okay, pretty easy. Kill a lot of these guys and get some level ups. We got a lot of other weird creations around here too. Let's go see what these guys are doing. This thing, I've never seen one of these before, so we got to be careful a little bit. Ooh, did a lot of damage anyways. Okay, great. Let's hit you with a ranged thorn there. Ooh, okay, lucky he missed. Great, we cleared this place up. Let's go check out this hall. This hall might be something we need, but I wonder if I should go back to where those guards were. I kind of want to see where they go. Does it just lead to the same area? Let's go check it out. It is worth kind of exploring around. Sometimes you find unique things in the woods. Like, look at this. What is this? Great. Okay, you can move up. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, shit. I put my main guy in danger there. Be careful where you click. You never know what's going to happen. I need to get my little guy out of the area here. Okay, great. You, please get out of there. You don't need to be there. Oh boy, he's taking a lot of damage. Great, okay, let's end the turn there. I should go in to see if I can heal. Okay, let's end combat. I'm actually going to heal myself. There we go. I do have a little bit of healing magic I picked up earlier. Let's go check out some of these ruins. These ruins might have something interesting here. There's an old rune shaper shed here. The front door died years ago, so even the doors are like living creations. Literally every single thing the shapers make is alive. These doors are one of the shapers' most cunning creations. They are thin stone shells intertwined with a large custom-made plant. The plant detects motion nearby and lifts and lowers the door accordingly. Of course, sometimes the plant dies and rots away. The door sinks into the open position permanently, like this one has. Okay, so this door unfortunately died. We have a few chests in here. Living tools. Great. This is what I'm actually looking for. So we can pick some locks and stuff. What do we have here? Healing spores and some gauntlets. Let's actually see if I can wear those. That'd be great. And pick the lock. Sure. There we get some seed pods. What is this? Eating some is beneficial effect. Okay, good. Let's continue on. That's pretty nice. Let's get some stuff here. It is worth to explore a little bit just so we can find anything useful around the map here. Looks like there's some more ruins over here. Let's go check this out. What is this over here? Some more enemies as well. Okay, you guys can move up a little bit. Oh boy, I keep putting my own shaper guy in front, which he shouldn't be because he's not very durable. Okay, and you, let's use an ability with this guy. Let's use a firebolt. There we go. Kill that guy very quickly. I do have to keep an eye on my magic because I do not want to run out of magic or be unable to heal. Okay, living tools, great. Ice crystals and copper discs. Okay, nice. Living tools are what I really need to actually use my mechanics skill to be able to pick locks and stuff. Okay, now let me heal a little bit. I don't want to be too weak. There we go, nice. Now my essence is getting quite low. I'll have to find a way to renew my essence. But let's go check out this large rune over here. There's a massive rune to the west. Fortunately, the entrance hasn't caved in. You could explore inside. You don't see any signs of what was here, but the facility is buried underground. This usually means shaper research or experimentation. They scope the place out. Rogue furrows wander out of the tunnel. The ruins are probably infested with these creatures. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with these guys. And then my shaper here, using some range attacks. And the turn. Let's go check this ruin out a little bit. At least we'll see what's in here. Oh, ready to leave the region? No, let's not leave it yet. I want to kind of explore the region a bit more. We do have some other little huts around here. I just want to check out all these little huts, see if we find anything good. Ooh, a mechanical thing here. Looks like nothing in this room, unfortunately. Oh, what is this? Ooh, an underground area. That's interesting. Okay, let's fight these guys first. Okay, there we go. Nice. I find going for a lot of creations makes this game so much easier, to be honest. I've never really tried playing any Geneforge game as anything other than a shaper or some variant of shaper, basically where I'm using a lot of creations. When I first played this, or when I've played the demo before, I played as a guardian with a few shapers to help me out. Okay, ooh, interesting. We got a vat of goo. Canister can shape you and improve this ability. Daze all enemies in a circular area. Okay, that's great. That's very useful. We've got a lot of treasure here as well. Dagger. Okay, I don't have the skills for the bronze sword. Okay, I'll take those. I'm not sure what I should be grabbing, because there's some things that I'm not sure if I need it, like these amphoras. Do I need that for anything? I feel like my inventory is just getting full of crap if I just take everything. You hear faint muttering coming from the other side of the far door. You're surrounded by piles of stolen equipment. You've snuck into the back end of the bandit camp. Uh-oh. Okay, pick the lock. Consume 2 living tools. Sure, let's see. Oh, a lot of gold there. Well, we're going to go murder all these bandits here in a minute. Let's see what we have here. We have some ice crystals, javelins, and a candle and rocks. What is this over here? Is this anything? Okay, well, here we go. We're going to be fighting these guys in a minute. Servile in the bandit camp sees you and panics. True, you try to calm him down, but he shouts an alarm. Okay, here we go. We're going to start killing these guys immediately. Ooh, these guys are a little bit tough. I should have maybe made more creations, but I think we should be able to take them out. First of all, let's start using some better abilities. Let's use a firebolt. Ooh, he absorbed a lot of damage there. Jeez. Oh boy. Oh boy, maybe I bit off a bit more than I could chew. Okay, killed 1. Let's get you. Okay, killed 2. And let's use another firebolt on one of these guys. Okay, that did a lot more damage. That was a lot better. Ooh, boy, this guy with the javelin is not very nice. Okay, got you. Finish this javelin guy off if possible. Ooh, critical hit. Nice. I need to move my main shaper out of here because my creations are taking a lot of damage as well. Okay, first of all, you attack this guy. You can attack this guy. And my shaper, I'm actually going to have him heal up. First of all, healing pod. Where's the healing spores? I saw healing spores. Okay, there we go. Heal up everybody around us, because we do want to heal everyone. And I'm going to use another firebolt on one of these guys. And apparently not kill them. Oh boy, I need to get this guy out of here, because he's taking a lot of damage, more than I would really like. I would really like to have more creations, if possible. Okay, luckily that kills them like 1 hit. Okay, let's get you to back up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're kind of handling this. My shaper is getting pretty wounded. He's got to get out of here very, very quickly. First of all, let's deal with these guys, if possible. Okay, you get another hit here. Great, kill that guy. Now I need to heal myself, so let's use a healing spell. Can I? Oh, I don't have enough essence to use this. Okay, let's use a healing pod here on myself. Lucky I still have some around. And can I have a 2 energy to use a firebolt? Okay, looks like 1 enemy left. We should be able to clean them up. Okay, great. And just 1 more attack. Should be enough to kill that guy. Okay, great. So we seem like we killed all of them. Not too bad. We did take a lot of damage, and I'm really low energy right now. Low essence. Okay, what do we have in here? Anything good? Let's see if there's anything nice in this place. Some healing pods, great. Some thorns, some copper discs, and a lot of other random stuff. I don't think I actually need any of these random pots and pans and things like that. Now, if you're wondering how I'm picking stuff up off the ground, it's by... Oh, some dice? I guess I'll take that. It's by pressing just the inventory button. It allows you to pick up anything that's on the floor. And it'll just kind of select the whole room, basically. Okay, moving tools, great, great. We don't need more robes or cloaks. I'm already full of just crap in my inventory, basically. I probably should drop some of these things, because these are kind of useless. Maybe I will sell them if possible. I'm not sure if I need to sell them or I can. Okay, let's check out the rest of this camp, see if they have anything going on for them. They do have some boots here. Are these better than my boots that I'm wearing right now? They look like they are. I'm going to take those. Replace my shoes with them. Okay, broken pot. Let's actually take off some of these things. I have a lot of junk I've been carrying around. I don't really need all this stuff. And I don't think it's worth anything to sell, so I'm just going to throw it away. Yeah, all these things I'm dragging around, I really don't think I need them, so I'm going to just leave them here. Great. I do like the little animation of everything falling on the ground. Let's check out the rest of this camp here. Do they have anything else going on for them? Oh, is that a rope? That might be useful. Let's take that. I don't know what I should or shouldn't be taking, but I'm just taking anything that seems like it could have a purpose. Okay, let's get out of here. This must be the way we took earlier that went into the back end of this camp. Okay, here's one way into the camp. This is another pathway around the side here. Okay, this is an exit. Where do these other ways go? Let's just explore this forest a little bit so we can get an idea of what's going on. Okay, nothing in there. More ruins and some piles of blood over here. Okay, let's take this. Alright, so nothing much in here. Oh, looks like some more bandits. These are the bandits from before, I believe. The ones we already talked away past, but might as well kill them. I mean, Serviles exist to serve the Shapers, so they're going to serve us in death at this point. Oh man, he didn't die? Okay, there he goes. We'll kill the other guy as well if we find him. Just to keep exploring around the woods a little bit. I'm going to pick up these ropes. I feel like these ropes will be useful for something, though I don't know what. What is this? Okay, some kind of chest? What are these things here? Were these supposed to be for hanging someone? Very interesting. Okay, let's check out these guys. They're probably going to be hostile now. Yeah, okay, so we're going to have to fight them. And let's shoot a firebolt at this guy. Oh boy, critical hit there. These javelins are rough. Okay, try to get the creations up in front. I think it would be worth to go for more creations rather than not, to be honest. Because keeping just 2, I feel like I'd rather have more, if possible. Okay, this thorn baton is not doing much damage. And let's shoot a firebolt at this guy. Oh boy, okay, that one is almost dead. Okay, there we go. Nice. Not too bad of a battle. What What is here? Some chainmail. Now, I wonder if this would be better than what I'm wearing now. I guess it would be, right? Let's put that on. That'll be pretty good. I don't know if wearing heavy armor makes any difference in terms of, like, your combat abilities. I don't think it does. I'm not really using that much magic anyways. I'm mostly wanting my creations to do a lot of the heavy lifting for me. Okay, what is that? Bag of meal. I don't know what that would do. Is that anything useful for me? I guess not. Meat. And fruit. Okay, let's take this. I think they mentioned something about them stealing their food. So let's pick this up. Maybe this is what they wanted. Make them happy a little bit. And a hatchet. Okay, suitable for chopping down firewood. I think I will leave it there. I don't really need that. Okay, I think we've kind of explored this whole area. We've raided the bandit camp. We've took what they had hidden here. And I don't see much else around. So maybe let's make our way out of here. We could go check out the Shaper Ruin. That's another place they mentioned that possibly has the school. But I think I'm going to actually go back to town first. And I'm going to heal up a little bit and renew my essence. Maybe try remaking my creations. I'm actually going to... Oh, okay. I don't want to reabsorb it yet because we need to deal with these guys. What are you doing all the way over here? Holy hell. Okay, let's use a firebolt. Apparently not going to kill him. Okay, you are like way out here. How did you even get over there? Oh boy. Okay, can't use missile attack. I can stab him, I guess, with my dagger. There we go. Okay, let's end the turn. Hopefully get my other creation to come meet up with us. He's a little bit slow. I wonder if he got wounded or something. Is that why he's walking so slowly? He is pretty wounded. We do have some enemies still around here. Let's clean up the rest of these creations that are kind of hanging around. Then we'll make our way out of here and come back here a little bit later. It seems like these guys may have respawned. I'm not sure. I do know some enemies will respawn, so some areas will never be totally safe if they're like in the wilderness. So it is one way you can kind of grind, I guess, if you want to level up your character a bit more. I'm going to go back to the town, renew my shaping ability. We'll talk to... can't leave all the zone. Okay, well, let's... You're a little bit too slow, eh? Let's reabsorb you. I'm sick of that idea. Let's go back to town, travel here. Okay, and let's see if they have anything to say to us. Let's first of all go talk to the guard about the food. Quite a few of the bandits. So you did. We sent out scouts. The bandits are in hiding. They will not be raided us anytime soon. And we of the Awakened should pay for help. Should you deal with us as equals? So here, fair payment for the services. She hands you slender wand of bone, inscribed with runes. Okay, good. What does she give me? So she gave me a wand of bones. A fiery wand. Can I equip this item? I have to replace it with the baton. Can I put it there? Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why I can't use it. Okay, so let's continue on. We don't need to worry about that. I'm going to go refill my essence and then maybe make some new creations. I'm going to keep this Creora around, but let's go back to the essence pool that was up here and make something else. Shaper returns. There we go. More energy. And let's make some new creations. I'm going to make the Fiora again. I have 17 essence at the moment. Now let me see. Can I actually level up? I do have 10 skill points. Let's actually level up myself a little bit. Increase all spell effects. Endurance. Increase the amount of health per point. Increase the amount of essence per level. I'm going to actually increase my... It's going to be quite expensive to level this up. I can also go for my leadership. I would like to invest a little bit in leadership. Let's put maybe 1 point in intellect, or I could go 1 point in fire shaping. Okay, I think I will put maybe 1 point into my essence, and then I have enough points I could drop 1 more into something else, but I think I'm going to save it for later. So we'll leave that as is. Essence Mastery will go up to level 5, because I would like as much essence as possible. And now I might be able to make more creations. Let's try to make... So I have 22 essence. I could probably make a few more Fiora. Let's make some basic ones with a haste ability. We don't need too much. Okay, 1 more. I can only make 3 now. Let's make another Fiora. We'll have 1 Cryora. Give him also a haste ability, and... yeah, that's pretty good. And maybe we can even do Cone of Fire. Make him a little bit stronger. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. We're going to have him just have the innate haste and fire breath. And I think I may absorb my Cryora and remake it as something else. So I'm going to give it hardiness as well as... Can I give it Cone of Ice? Yeah, this is pretty good. This will be pretty nice. Okay, that'll be pretty good. I like that. So we'll make this one a little bit tougher. I can even give it another ability here. Sleep onto target. Or Frost Aura. At the beginning of each turn, each foe nearby takes some frost damage. Endurance upgrade. Okay, what else do we have here? Magical skill upgrade. Magical skill upgrade. Strength upgrade. We could buy 1 more thing here. Let me use all my essence, but that might be worth it to make it a little bit stronger. I think doing this, let's do this. Frost Aura, that'll be pretty good. Okay, there we go. That is a very big investment, but now we have 3 followers at the moment. Cryora and 2 of the Fioras. Let's go check out that ruin we passed by earlier. Now before we leave, we do have something we can do here. We did pick up some living tools, so we can pick this lock. Consume 2 living tools. You have 2 living tools. Let's pick the lock. What do we have? Spray, Crystal, and Thorn Baton. Okay, so I'm going to leave those there. I got your box open. There's some artifacts inside. Appreciate the help for a moment. Take a moment to use your powers to help someone as low as me. In return, I offer you fair payment as an equal for your efforts. He hands you a pair of flasks. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, we already asked him all this stuff. Mission ends. There we go. Get some XP. Nice. And he will sell us healing items, pods and spores and things like that. Let's make our way out to the ruins from before and go check that out. Okay, so here we are back at this ruin. There's some obelisks in front, but I can't read what it says. We don't really know what this building is supposed to be, but it is some kind of possibly research or training center. Let's just go inside and see what this actually is. The school. Okay, so this is what the old woman mentioned previously. This hall was built centuries ago and has been crumbling ever since. The traditional statues at the entrance, arms held out in welcome, tell you what this building is. These are the ruins of a Shaper training hall. Here, initiates were both taught and modified, undergoing the grueling tests and schooling necessary to master both magic and the creation of life. Though the school has been long abandoned, it is not unoccupied. You can hear the snarls and growls of rogue creations. Their trash waste litter the floor. You wonder what Shaper artifacts they might be guarding. Okay, so we can return if we need to rest a little bit. This is a big dungeon, basically. First kind of dungeon in the game. Let's get you in front. I think I should be okay with the amount of creations I have. Should be able to deal with most of these enemies. Let's explore a little bit. Oh, we got something here. What is this? This is nothing. This is just a water pool. Some bones. I think most of these items are just kind of like trash, basically. They don't actually do anything. Oh, we got something here. Great. Okay, let's keep exploring around, see if there's anything good in this area. There are going to be a lot of creations around here, but I think they're going to be mostly fairly low level. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, there we go. Is an enemy visible? Oh, there is another enemy over here. Okay. Okay, almost done there. Oh, I didn't mean to get you so far in front. I need to put his sword away. He's still doing, oh, icy breath. Okay, here we go. Great. We have to remember the ice one has the cone of cold, which would be very useful if we encounter a large group of enemies to hit more than one at once. A big part of Geneforge is area attacks. Anything that attacks the whole area is usually very, very useful. Some shoes, I don't need those. Take copper. What else do we have around here? Not much. I have to look around. You have to be careful now. If you want to highlight what is actually searchable, you can hold tab and it will tell you what you can search. So actually I can see a few things around here. Bedroll, flint and steel. I think I will take that. I don't know if I need these things. Are these just junk? I don't know. Just search these piles of trash over here, or whatever this is. Healing pod, okay. I don't know if I need the flint and steel for anything, so I'm actually going to drop it. Doesn't seem like there's any use to it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it doesn't weigh anything, so I'll take it anyways, I guess. Let's keep looking. There's some more enemies up here. Yeah, having 3 creations is already way better than having 2. I feel like you do kind of want at least 3 if you want to play as a pure shaper. Otherwise, it is a little bit difficult to manage, you know, because your main character is not nearly strong enough to actually, like, fight or do anything. Okay, we have a few interactable items. The rogue creations use the page of this tome as food. None of the writing is heavily chewed. Okay, so that is nothing there. What do we have here? Some sandals and a trowel. Looks like we have an enemy here. Okay, great. These Fiora are pretty easy to deal with, so I'm not easy. The Pharaoh scratch crude designs of the wall. They depict themselves bowing down before a large humanoid beast. Very odd. So these Fiora are intelligent enough to kind of understand things, to make markings on the wall. Okay, let's take these. This, bones. I don't think I need any of those other things. Pod, belt, cloak. I don't need a cloak. I already have one. Some odd kind of noises in the background here. Okay, what else do we have? Let's take a look over here. There's a lot of, like, strange noises happening, to be honest. Like, there's not really any music in this game. This game doesn't really have a soundtrack. But I do like the sound design. As minimal as it is quite nice. It is quite thematic. It's not, like, annoying, which I think is the best thing you can say about the sound design of a game, especially an indie game. I feel like a lot of indie games, they tend to make their sound effects a little bit too much, and when you're playing a very long game, it can get overbearing very, very quickly. You know, turning up my volume a little bit, I can tell that they have this kind of echoing sound effect of, like, voices and stuff, which is very interesting too, because like I said, I do like the sound design of this game. Like, this is an indie studio, so they're not going to have, like, big resounding scores for everything, but I do like the sound effects they do have. They're very like immersive, and they're not obtrusive, which, like I said, is the key to making good sound effects. I just hearing something. I wasn't sure if it was outside or the game itself making that noise. Yeah, it is the game itself. Sorry. I'm getting a little bit... See, this is why I'm getting immersed, because I'm wondering, like, is that like my cat making a noise or something, or is it something in the game? Because they have this kind of echoey ASMR sound effects going on. I keep getting confused. I'm, like, wondering if, like, is someone, like I don't know, knocking on the door, or, like, what? I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's read it here. School's reservoir. Shapers always keep supplies of food and water in reserve. If there's an accident or something truly virulent or dangerous is created, Shaper labs are designed to be completely closed off and quarantined in an instant. This water is placed to sustain the people inside while they destroyed all of the rogue creations or died trying. Either way, the people outside are safe. This reservoir is fed by a small natural spring. The water in the basin is murky, covered with thick deposits of algae. Okay. So very interesting. Like I said, Jeff Vogel, the main writer and designer of Spiderweb software, is very interested in this style of writing and world building. Like, a lot of little details all thrown in there, and they are all relevant to the gameplay, which is quite nice. Okay, there we go. Let's actually end the combat there. Keep looking around the map, see if we find anything good. Some kind of... Okay, a mop. No, never mind. I thought it was like some kind of weapon. Ooh, living tools. We like that. A mallet. I don't really need this. I don't really need weapons, to be honest. The only weapons I would maybe consider using are the ranged weapons. Okay, we got some broken batons, which are useless. Chitin armor. And that's about it. Let's check out... It's in this closet. More armor. Alright, so this must be like an armory or something. What about in here? It looks like there's another baton in here. Which we will take that. A lamp. Ability light source. Let's actually take that. That's pretty good. Dried husk and an abacus. Check in here. More thorns. That's pretty great. And let's check out this. Pull lever, levels locked position. You have enough tools. You need 5 living tools to move it. Now, I don't have any points to level up my mechanics skill. So unfortunately, I can't really do much with that. I need more tools. That'd be the only way to really open that door. Let's just keep exploring them. We'll maybe come back there later. Okay, we have a lot of other rooms we've not visited yet. Okay, most of these guys, when they're on their own, we can kill them in like one hit. Combat enemies visible. Where's an enemy visible? Oh, there's one over there. Some kind of worm-like creature. Let's get my shaper to move over here. Oh, combat has ended, and we're going to enter it again anyways. There we go. Let's end combat again. And I saw that thing wandering around. Let's first check out this room, if there's anything in here. It seems like there isn't. We're going to have to kill this guy eventually. Okay, there we go. Quite easy to deal with. Let's end the combat here. Keep exploring this ruin a little bit more. This ruin probably is pretty big. It seems like it's quite large on the map. And I'm not having too difficult of a time going through here. I haven't really taken any damage yet. Basically, as long as these enemies are melee only, I can usually just deal with them quite easily. Okay, some healing pods. Excellent. Anything else in this room? Nothing much. Some junk. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. This is definitely the Bethesda approach towards populating rooms with a lot of trash, where it's not immediately obvious if you need it, but I think you don't need most of it. If ever needed, I'll just come and look for it later. Yeah, having 3 creations is already such overkill in the early game like this. Oh, there's a big group of guys here, but we might be able to do some AoE attacks on these guys. Now, let's actually wait. Can I select a different unit first? I guess not, because he does have his cone of ice, so I would like to see if we can fire that off quickly. Wait to see if more of these enemies come in, though maybe we'll just kill them very quickly. Oh, I didn't mean to... Oh shit, I forgot to turn that guy on too. Oh boy, he's taking a lot of damage. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, you gotta save me, cone of cold. There we go, that's nice. I gotta get my stupid ass out of the front line there. And remember to turn... Oh, he's taking a lot of damage, oh boy. Okay, his ability is out of energy. Well, let's just keep using the cold breath. Okay, great. And you, let's heal yourself up a little bit, buddy. You're pretty rough. I don't have any essence to use this ability, but I do have a healing pod, so let's do that. That'll heal us up, and then we can remember to turn on our ranged attack. It's a little bit better to use. Actually, you know what? He has the Dazzle ability now, right? I think I don't have enough essence to actually use it, though, so we won't bother. Okay, great. Any other things around here? Looks like there's some stuff hidden around here. Some kind of nest. Okay, a essence pod, copper discs, and just some junk. Yeah, always remember to hold the tab button so you can see what things are actually... what things you can actually check and find things in. Okay, we have some kind of notes here. Let's check this out. The road creations. Okay, so they ate it. Can't read anything there. Let's keep looking around this ruin. I think we have more than enough healing items and other things. We should really have no trouble cleaning out this this area. Okay, this guy's gonna come out soon. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh boy. Okay. Let's get you guys in a forward position here. And you... I'm going to move you up a little bit. Let's see if we can do anything. Can I do a firebolt? There we go. That's nice. Oh, take a little bit of damage. I do not want this guy to get too... Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, well that's not a good idea. Now, you guys clean this dude up if possible. I'm gonna get my shaper out of here. Gonna move him back. Oh, they're running. They're running after him. Okay, at least we can make use of the Cone of Cold. Yeah, there we go. Cold Aura. I knew that was a good investment. Let's use Cone of Cold right here. Now, will this actually hit anything? I don't think it'll actually hit anything. I have to move out first to use it. Okay, let's move back a little bit. Enemy stops you. Okay. So we have to use Cone of Cold. Can I hit them now? Okay, I can hit... not really getting a good hit here. I can hit maybe 2 at a time. This one I can hit 2. Okay, we got 2 of them there. That's good. Clean these guys out. And you can help clean off these other guys. And you, Shaper, let's get you to do another firebolt. That'll be pretty good. So these guys should take damage from the Frost Aura, which is quite nice. Okay, there we go. That was not too bad. A little bit tougher that time, but not that bad yet. I think early game we're not going to have too much trouble with these enemies, but things will progressively get harder and harder as the game goes on. Narrow guard room, quarantine doors, and narrow passage. You guess this hall it leads, the creation hall. The hall had young shapers set their first hands on the molding life. This is, of course, insanely dangerous. Creation halls always set up that their keepers can seal them off at any moment. Fortunately, the doors are stuck open. The wall has been crumbling for years. Not a good sign. Okay, so there might be something dangerous in here. We have to be a little bit careful. Ooh, okay. We got a lot of creations in here. I wonder if we can hit them a little bit. We can start combat right now. And, okay, we don't have the range to be able to do that, but we could hit him. Threaten this character. So wait, is he not hostile? Oh wait, they're not hostile. Okay. Enter the creation hall and find it occupied. There's several creations at the far end. They look you with insolent, mad eyes of rogues. One of them, an enormous Thad. He has a strange, unexpected level of intelligence. Thads are stupid creatures made for physical labor and melee combat. They have crude speech, but they never challenge their masters normally. This one shouts, "You invader, I, Rawbone, this is my home. You kill my pets, I, Rawbone, we no follow you. We slay you now." Now, I could try to control him. I don't know if I have enough leadership ability to do that. So let's try this. Let's try, I command you to submit to my control. Oh, it worked. So you attempt to use your Shaper authority to control the creation. Surprisingly, it works. Rawbone shudders. He's able to break your control, but it leaves him weakened. What you do, monster? Rawbone crush you. Okay, so I was able to control him a little bit, not as effectively as I probably would have liked, but we can still probably kill him pretty quickly. So let's just do that. Okay, we're going to probably kill him in like one hit. And let's hit him with a firebolt here. There we go, nice. Oh, he's still alive. Ooh. Oh, a lot of them coming now. Okay, there. That frost ability killed them all. Let's get you to... Can you do a cone of cold? It's not enough range for that. We can maybe move up a little bit. There, that will hit them both. Great, that's excellent. And clean out these guys. Definitely AoE attacks are the king in this game. Okay, Cone of Cold is out of energy at the moment. Let's use my Frost Breath to deal with these guys. Can't reach target. Okay, so we can't reach target, can't move. Okay, so whatever, let's continue on. Okay, next one. There we go. Okay, good. I think that's all of them dealt with. There's one more locked behind a door up there, but let's kind of check out this room a little bit. Is there anything good in here? It seems not. Now, it seems like there is some kind of spike trap here, which we want to avoid. Oh, but this opens up. That's good. Some coins in here. What's in this room? Mushrooms. Take those, I guess. Ooh, I'm out of inventory space. Let's have to clean up my inventory a little bit. There we go. That'll be okay. Okay, let's check out the rest of this room here. Rob session to storm this box. They're mostly trash, torn garments, and broken weapons stolen from Valkyrie. The rogue creature scavenged everything it could. You also find an iron key on a leather thong. You take it. It's old and rusty. Robin probably found the key when he took over this ruins, but he couldn't figure out how to use it. Okay, so we got some kind of key, which we'll have to check out later. Okay, kill that very quickly. Some meat. We'll take the meat, I guess. I'll have to figure out where we can use that key effectively. Anything in here? Ooh, a student's belt. Is this better than the belt I'm currently wearing? I don't think I'm actually even wearing a belt. Okay, let's take off the belt I am currently wearing. I guess we don't really need it. Drop it on the ground. So +2, +1. This is a little bit better, so we'll wear that. Plus 10% blessings and curses. That's pretty good. And what is this over here? Let's go check this out. Sheet of paper, ink pot. Okay, nothing I really need. Alright, so this area seems to be cleared out. Let's keep exploring the ruins then, because there are a lot of other areas we've not been able to explore yet. Ooh, what is this? Some kind of other room going on here. This is a little bit strange. Okay, these guys are hostile immediately. Let's see if we can hit them all at once. There we go. Nice. That is much, much better. Hopefully kill these guys immediately. And you hit them with a firebolt. Okay, Frost Aura kills it. And this guy's pretty wounded. I think he's going to die right there. Okay, let's end the turn. Great. What is this place? Your key unlocks it. Okay, here's the living mind we were looking for before. First of all, let's check out what he has in here. Some healing spores and Shaper records. Notes about the colony here. Okay, we have some junk. Let's take that. Our inventory is getting a little bit full. Let's talk to this guy. You approach the school's servant mind. At first, you aren't sure if it's still alive, then slowly, quietly begins to speak, its long, closed mouth breaking a thick crust of dust and dried saliva to speak with you. Welcome, Shaper. I am the mind who has been named Povralis. It has been long since I've spoken or thought. Forgive my slowness. I will attempt to wait quickly and serve you better. I have lost much of my knowledge. What remains is at your service. Okay, let's see what we can find out about this island. First of all, what happened to the school? Didn't know. The school in the ruins? Nobody's visited me for so long. I know little. My last contact I had with your kind was when most of my knowledge was blocked off. Gone. Who did that? A shaper from off the island came to me. She said the school was to be closed forever. She said that I was to forget all the marvelous things we had learned here. I obeyed completely, of course, when they sealed me away. This was many years ago. Why was the school closed? I think I remember being told we on this island had discovered dangerous knowledge, but I served the way of the shapers. The ways of the shapers are not for me to know unless they wish it. Okay, what else can we say? This was a school. Can you teach me anything? I was instructed to forget all I learned, know, or could teach. Any information I could not be forgotten must not be taught. I must follow those instructions. Do you remember nothing at all? I think I can work some minor modify. I can not act in this way. Contradicts my directions. Teach me what I know, servant. I command it, otherwise I will destroy you. I sent by the person who gave orders, so I can either try to lie or just command him. Let's see. I've been sent by the person who gave these orders. They have been cancelled. Okay, so he believes me. I can't teach what I don't know. I remember so little. My erasure was very thorough. The only modification I can give is this. It doesn't look like it does anything, but you feel a burning sensation all throughout your body. Provalis is changing you, just like those strange canisters do. It makes no sense. These servants are weak creatures. They shouldn't be unable to affect a shaper in any way. And yet Provalis has changed you. It is completely alien magic. Soon the burning stops. You feel improved. I will now forget how to do that, since those are my orders. I'm glad this is my last knowledge. Okay, my spellcraft has increased. Great. I have another question. You're still functional. How is that possible? I've endured these long years trusting the skill of the shapers who crafted me. They fed me well before they left. I should be able to live for a century yet without difficulty. That is much longer than you thought these creatures could live. What do you eat? Shapers fed us a solution they crafted. They fed us long and well, bloating us, keeping our powers strong. I'm not hungry yet, but I know other minds on this island do much greater exertions than I. If you find them, you may find them to be weak and unhelpful, and even sadly deranged. Solution, however, may revive them. Okay, where can I find some of the solution? I don't know. I believe all we had here was fed to me before I was sealed away. The solution can, if properly sealed, last many years, so there may still be some on this island. Okay, so this is a way to awaken these guys if we find them, but they are otherwise unable to speak. Okay, so nothing else to really say here. Okay, mainly remember Defnil. Heard of teaching here. Great researcher, I think. I think that's what I remember. He was very angry when the school was closed. He said he would leave a journal of his findings hidden in the school, and this would help our achievements survive. I thought it was wise to not follow orders, but it's not my place to question a shaper. Okay, so we can look for the journal. I did find something here, so let's take a look at this book we find. Nothing interests you. You aren't sure if you might find it useful. Okay, so just bureaucratic trivia. It's not necessarily what we're looking for. Interesting kind of things here. Some shackles and some dead bodies. Okay, a venom baton. Ooh, that is nice. Let's actually take that. That'll be an interesting thing. We have this generic baton here. I'm actually going to drop this and take the venom baton. And anything else I can drop that I don't really need? I don't know if I actually need all these ropes. Maybe I'll drop some of these ropes. And this leather. I don't know if I need leather. I'll take the venom baton. Ooh, we got another canister here. Crate Artelia. Okay, so this is another creation I can make. Now, I don't have enough essence to actually make a creation, but we can take a look at that and see what we can make here. I think I'm going to keep the creations I have now, but we'll check out what that Searing Artelia is a little bit later. Let's just finish clearing this place out first. Oh, we got an enemy here. Okay, should be pretty easy to deal with one-on-one. Yeah, end the turn. Now, is there something I missed over here? I'm not sure. Oh, we got more enemies coming. Now, I can't use my Cone of Cold. Okay, weren't able to kill these guys, unfortunately. Okay, Cold Aura is very helpful. Let's see if we can get a Cone of Cold Blast. Oh no, that one died anyway, so at some point, let's just use our normal Frost Breath. Okay, there we go. Alright, now is there something I missed in this room here? It seems like there is something. I think that was just the guy we encountered, the Rawbone guy. Any place of interest usually has this main school hall. Okay, so yeah, it's just the main interesting places. Okay, there we go. Keep exploring the school. It is quite large, so we might find what we're looking for a little bit later. Okay, a big group of these guys. See if we can get a cone of cold on both of them, which you can't. Okay, I only got one. Unfortunately, a little bit of a waste. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter too much. Let's keep exploring around. I think I saw another enemy running up there. Okay, another room here. Let's check this one out. More living tools. Great, we need those. Now, there was a room back here which I needed 5 living tools to actually enter, so we'll have to go check that out again later. Okay, let's check out these other areas. Did I already check these other halls? I guess I kind of checked that one already. This one I've already checked out a little bit. Check up in the north east part of this whole area. School lecture all smells of dust, mildew, and something else. The odors are slightly off, but you can't mistake the smell of fresh essence. Okay. Used story by the students here. They're cracked empty now. The vats to the west, however, are intact. Okay, so there's essence vats nearby, which we can go find, I guess, next door. The vat doesn't contain a large quality of essence. It's not fresh. Must be several weeks old. Proteins and other organic substances are starting to decay. Essence doesn't just happen. It must be mixed up by skilled shapers following complicated secret recipe. Okay, large lump protruding in the middle of the goop. It is a metal ladle nearby. You wanted to jab at it. See what the thing is. The moment you poke the body with the ladle, it stirs. It looks like a fiora, but it is horrible and twisted. It's something as if something tried to shape it, but lacked the proper materials and knowledge. The rogue horror immediately taps you. This is the responsibility of all lower shapers. Destroy dangerous rogues whenever they're found, no matter what the risk. So this is a mutated fiora that appeared. Oh, this one's quite strong too. Holy shit. Most of these guys tend to die in like one hit. Okay, I'm gonna get my little guy out of here. Let's get you to go in the back. And go run away from here a little bit. Okay, 3 of these guys should be able to take him. And you, let's throw a firebolt at this guy. Didn't do that much damage, to be honest. Oh, we got scared. Okay, this guy's really tough. Jeez. Okay, he's taken a ton of damage. Finally, he died. Okay, let's heal everybody up a little bit. First of all, I don't think I have any healing abilities, but we do have my seed pods or the healing spores, so heal everyone up. It's great. Now, did this drop something? It seemed like it did. What is this? A ruby? That's nice. Everything else is just junk. What about this one? This one seems to have something in it as well. See what the lump is. Ooh, okay, we're all poisoned now. Oh, when did the poison go away? Jeez, okay, that sucks. Okay, the poison's gone, but we all took a lot of damage, unfortunately. We could heal up a little bit. I do have some more healing pods. Maybe I'll wait a little bit and see if I take any more damage. Especially if we're fighting just random enemies. Not too big a deal. Let's go check out in here. What's this? Some kind of dead body here. More crystals and just a belt. Interesting kind of room. Not much in this room, but there is a lever with a secret door in the back. Ooh, a vial. What is this? Agility. Increase missile weapon damage by 5% per point. It gives 2% chance of evading attacks. Great. Increases agility by 1. So finding those kind of canisters is very useful. That's basically one way to level up your skills quite a lot. Okay, kill that guy. I believe this is most of the school we've discovered already. Now, let me check my skills. I still only have 1 skill point. I'm not close to getting to level 2 yet. And I don't think I can break into that one hidden room. That must be where the last thing is. The book I need, or the notes I need. Because it's the only room I've been unable to access so far. Okay, the lab hall, the main school hall. I think I've basically searched everywhere, but I don't have enough of the living tools to be able to access this. I do believe I've checked every little corner of this whole school, so maybe I'll have to come back here later when we do have a few more living tools, because I believe it said it wanted 5 living tools. Let's quickly go check here again. See if I can remember what it wanted. This must be it, because this is the only area I cannot access in the whole... Oh, I can open it. Okay, my key opened it. We have another vat in here. Searer. Okay, strike single fold with a bolt of energy. Start with poison. Okay, great. That's nice. And some chests here as well. Abacus, a belt, and a bronze sword. Not useful. Copper discs. Dye. I don't think that's useful for me. And what about this? Thorns, and another thorn baton, which I don't really need as well. Okay, let's go out of here. Now, they did say something about a book sealed away in the school, so there must be something around here. Have to look around a little bit more. Let's just check a little bit more carefully to see if there's anything we didn't search yet. Okay, we found this dead body there. We haven't found very much else. This lecture we already looked at. Is there anywhere else we haven't been yet? Oh, there's a chest here. I think I did search that chest already. This pot here I've already searched. Let me just kind of look around the map, see if there's anything else that I've missed. This room, I believe I've been there already. Yeah, I think I've kind of searched everywhere, so I wonder where that last book could be. It must be somewhere around here, but we'll have to look a little bit more closely. Let's first go check a few areas where I'm not sure if I've checked or not. Check this pot. No, I already looked in there. What else have I not seen yet? I believe I've checked all those nests over there earlier. There's not much in the lab hall, right? This dead body, I feel like, is a little bit more relevant than it might look. So I wonder if that's anything either. We can go back to the main hall here, go check this chest again. Because there may or may not be some secrets hidden around here that we were missing. To help us find the last little bits that we need. So let's go check this chest again. Is there anything in here? Okay, so this is just the possessions we already looked at. There's nothing really relevant. Did I check this chest already? This pot? Yes, I did. Okay, alright, so we've checked everywhere, I think. I don't think there's anything else really relevant around here. Though he mentioned something about the notes of the school still hidden here, so I don't know where that could be. Is there any other area where I've not searched yet? Oh, we got another enemy here. Let's quickly deal with this guy. We'll leave this place. And let's hit him with the... There we go. Pretty easy. Let's get out of here. Okay, you guys need to catch up before I can leave. Ready to leave? Okay, there we go. Let's go back to Vakri. So I think we're pretty much done in this whole area here. There we go. So we can have a few more quests. First of all, let's go talk to that woman we spoke to before who told us about the ruined school. We'll see if she has anything to say to us. Clackett, no secret. I listen of you. What do you say here? Young dear sir walks right up to you and looks you in the eye. I Clackett, glad to see me. Me know things, secrets. His attitude is not what you're used to, but he says sort of speech you've come to expect from the serviles. This is how they usually talk. Seems like they're not very intelligent, most of them. Why don't you talk like other serviles? I smart like them. I know dumb. I know talk shaper, not like you. I servile talk choice. What sort of things do you know? Travel, listen, learn lots. How did you learn so much? Okay, okay. What does Servals think of me? Serval nervous. You think you want Serval be slave, not free. What sort of crimes have I committed? Okay, whatever. There's nothing to say to me. Just kind of my reputation, which is neutral because the game just basically started. They're not sure what to think of me yet. I've been a little bit hostile to them, but I haven't been aggressive. I've just been kind of arrogant, which is kind of the vibe I'm going to go for. I'm not going to enslave them. I mean, I might enslave them, but I'm not going to kill them, which I guess is the one thing we can think of. Okay, let's talk to you. I found some strange artifacts on the island. Containers full of goo. I've spoken to the servant mind. Okay, she considers your tale. Finally, she says, this is very strange. Usually islands are barred because of a rogue or dangerous creation. We Servals know that much. We have lived in fear for years of what might be lurking here. But Susiat was abandoned because something was discovered. There is something powerful here, so scary that your kind abandoned us. Whatever it is, it must be farther to the east. There is nothing so important around here. The old Serval's growing tired. Thank you for your help, Shaper. What you have learned will give us peace. If you want to know more about why the owls bar, the answers are not here. Okay, great. Want a boat to escape the island? Where can I find one? Speak with leader Kobar. Okay, yeah. We talked to her already about that. So this is leading up to the big reveal of the Geneforge, which is an extremely powerful magical site, which I'm not sure if I understand it exactly, but I believe it allows anybody to wield the power of a master shaper and gain a huge amount of power. So basically, if these Servals can manage to master it and use it, they could have power equal to that of the shapers, hypothetically. Okay, let's go talk to the leader. Leader Kobar is in here, I think. And we'll see what else we can do in this area before we actually move on. Because we've checked out the north. We need to move on to the, I guess, the west now. Or the east. The Shaper. Okay, we already talked to you, right? Yeah, so we already talked with you. What about you? This guy's the master, right? Leader Kobar. What danger do you face in this village? Hunger, cold, rogue creations. What do you want? Okay. It is an easy task. The main road to the east passes by Watch Hill. It is the road to the fortress of Elara, the leader of the Awakened. And recently, almost overnight, Watch Hill has become infested with rogues. We suspect something or someone's creating them. There are too many to be accounted for by random migration. We suspect old Shaper magic has been reawakened. Go there and remove the source, and I will pay you. What do you say is an easy task? You are Shaper. Okay. Okay, yeah. So these things are there. That's fine. Not a big deal. We can go deal with that pretty easily. Just kind of rest a little bit here. Let's talk to some of these guys. Any of these have anything to say? Sensia, tending rows of pallets. Do all you Servals live in this hall? You Servals speak very well. Who taught you to speak like that? Who taught us? We did. After the Shapers left our isle, we still knew how they spoke. We started to speak that way ourselves. We know the Shapers think very little of us. That is why I was awakened. Some of us, though, do not speak as well. They do not have aspirations. Who does not speak well? Well, if you meet Clackett, do not give too much weight to what he says or how he speaks. He is one of us, but he's foolish. He speaks a foolishness. Judge worse because of him. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We met him already. Let's get out of here. I think we're pretty set up here. We don't need to do much else. I'm not going to reabsorb my creations, though actually I would like to check out the new creations I've got. So let's actually reabsorb one of these Fiora, these generic ones. Let's see what else we can make. Don't have enough new essence. We can reabsorb both of these guys. And we do probably have to go back to the essence vat to get more essence. We don't immediately get back all the essence we invested in these guys, so we do have to go renew it a little bit. But I want to check out the new creation I have access to now, so we'll check that out in a minute. First of all, let's just go get some more essence. Okay, so what is the new thing? I have the Artila. Interesting. And Essence 7. This is a magic creation. Let's try making one of these. I want to see if I can make one of these guys. So they have a poison spit ability. We can also get a few other things. Magical effects by 5% per point. Innate haste. Improved duration. This is actually pretty good. I can invest quite a lot. Poison Spit, poison for 3 turns. And how about a Poison Spray? Yeah, let's go for that. Now, only 2 creations is a little bit tight, but I kind of like these different abilities. We'll try see if this works out. If not, we may go back to make another Foira. Now, I think it's 6 points to make a Foira. Improved duration. I think it's 5 points to make a generic Foira. So we'll have the Poison Spray, Poison Spit. I would like to get all of these if possible. Maybe I can take the magic skill upgrade. And I think that might be enough to make... How much does it cost to make a Foira? It's 6 to make a Foira. So it's a little... I need to have at least 6 essence left over, basically. 7. So that means I can take maybe 1 ability and still have enough essence. So improved duration, lasts 30% longer, or the Poison Spray attack. I think I'm just going to go with Poison Spit, Poison Spray. That'll be pretty good. And then we can have enough for 1 Foira extra. Yeah, I like that. We'll do that. We have enough for 1 more Foira, just a generic one with no special abilities because we don't have enough essence for anything else. So that'll be fine. Great. That's pretty cool. I like that. Try that out. See how good that is. I want to try out this new guy here, this new worm. So we'll see if he's any good. Otherwise, if he's no good, I'll come back here and make just a bunch of raptors again. Just have a big raptor swarm. I probably, if I get rid of my Cryora, I could probably afford several Fiora, to be honest. I can probably afford a bunch of these guys. It's kind of debatable between the Cryora and the Fiora. They're both really good. They're cheap enough, and they're both very effective. The Cryora is definitely better, but he's a little bit more expensive, and it's kind of a trade-off. Do you want the little bit better for a little bit more price, or do you want the more generic one that you can really just spam tons of these guys? Let's keep moving on. Ready to leave this region? Sure. Let's go check out Watch Hill. Okay. Into the woods of Vakri. They used to be more heavily settled by Shapers and the Servals, then land gradually abandoned. Rogues have moved into abandoned lands, edging closer to Vakri. There's a road going through these woods. At least one Serval settlement must have survived out here. Okay, first of all, let's check around these areas. We got some dudes running around here. Ooh, boy. Okay, he got hit by something. We're a little bit surrounded. Okay, wipe that guy out very quickly. Now it's my Shaper's turn. I'm going to use a Fire Bolt. I could also use a Daze attack. This is an area of effect. I think I don't really want to use that yet. Let's just use a Fire Bolt. Sear. Actually, this will be a good attack. Let's try this. Give a poison effect as well. Okay, a little bit of a cold blast there. Should kill this guy very quickly. Oh, unfortunately didn't kill that guy. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. Explore this woodland area a little bit. See if we can find anything good before we continue on. Ooh, some kind of hut up here. What is this? Ooh, a lot of guys as well. Okay, let's see if we can hit you all with a... Okay, old Shaper watch post. Guard engages kept over the surrounding lands, looking for rogues and other source of trouble. The guards lived in the warrens under the hills. Common arrangement. However, these caverns have been taken over by savage rogues. Okay, but we can hit them with a Cone of Cold. Great. And you, let's actually use a Seer. Oh, I don't have any points for Seer, unfortunately. Don't have enough essence to do it, but we can do a Firebolt. Okay, they're running off. Let's end the combat. Let's go into this fortress. Okay, there we go. End the turn there. Let's explore this place, Watch Hill, and see if we can find the leader of the Awakened, who's supposed to be around here somewhere. Maybe on the upper floors? They said she lives in this fortress, which is either here or nearby. Or it might be a different zone entirely, to be honest. Oh, there's a few more coming out. Can I hit these guys with the Cone of Cold? Maybe if I move up a little bit more. Oh, missed one, but that's okay. Let's hit you with a firebolt. Okay, great. These guys are very easy to deal with, to be honest. Oh, it looks like we got some tools here. Living tools, always want more of those, if possible. Some enemies nearby. Shaping hole, this outpost just ahead is not abandoned, it is infested. On the far end, there are swirling pools of essence, but they've been corrupted, dark and viscous, reeking of vinegar. In front of the pool, bizarre creation grows, rooted to the floor. It's a horrible, slimy beast. Roots extend from the floor and the base of the pools. Quivering tubes stick out of the top. As you watch, it starts to squeeze a small fior out of them. This is a horrible thing as a shaper creation. You've never seen one like it. It's a mindless machine for making rogues. So this is, I guess, a spawner. This will spawn more enemies, basically. So we gotta kill it quickly before it starts spamming stuff. Let's go deal with this guy first. Oh boy. Curse, 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 curse. Uh-oh. Okay, so let's see if we can hit this guy with a cone of cold first. Yeah, that'll be good. Decent amount of damage. Not that good, but we can do something with that at least. Let's do a firebolt. Kill this thing off very quickly if possible. Oh, I should have done the area spit effect. Oh boy, he's coming after me in the back. Lucky this guy's cold aura is so good. Okay, we killed that thing, great. And you, let's actually get my shaper to run away a little bit. Okay, we have a dagger. We can stab him, I guess. Not gonna do much damage, to be honest. Okay, we have one more enemy here. The misbegotten creature collapses on its side. Its flesh immediately starts to bubble and decay. It was not a stable creation. Made using proper shaper practices, it is better dead. Okay. Alright, that's good. Dealt with all these enemies. Oh, we still have another enemy down here. Let's actually skip the turn for these guys. Go deal with this little buddy over here. Oh boy, okay. Okay, try to deal with these guys fairly quickly, and we'll have to see if we can renew our essence as well. Let's use a range attack. Okay, kill this guy. What about you? Can we get any points on you either? Oh boy. Ooh, at least it didn't take too much damage. So we can hit you. This Cryora, let's get you down here. We could be most effective. We'll use a firebolt for my main shaper. We have to heal up our little guys here in a minute. Okay, let's end the turn. Now, are these essence pools actually able to heal me? I guess not. They're apparently corrupted. That's what it said earlier. Okay, we got some stuff here. We got some gauntlets. I already have gauntlets. Some skulls, some dried husks, heavy boots. So nothing really useful for me right now. Let's heal up a little bit. We do have some stuff in our inventory. Healing spores. Let's use that. Yeah, let's use a... Actually, let's use a healing pod on... Oh, I guess not on myself, but whatever. Okay, whatever. Let's not bother with that. Let's keep going. We'll heal him up later if we need to. I don't think we need to worry too much, though. I think we should be able to clear this place out fairly easily. These guys are not that strong, especially with this party we have, which is fairly durable. Okay, let's remember to check these nests while we're looking around. They might have something good. Healing pod, a hammer, and some garbage. Okay. Okay, just remember to check out this whole area. Is there anything else we've not checked out? We haven't really looked in these nests. Let's go check these out first. Alright, a cloak, a rock. We don't need a rock. Let's go check out this nest. Some stone blocks. I don't think we need that. What about right here? Some of this, some javelins, a mallet, and teacup. Okay, so nothing really useful. I did see someone walking around over here, so we'll have to keep an eye out for them. What is this area? We didn't go through here yet. Oh, some vials are here. That's quite nice. And let's see if we can get a cone attack. Looks like we can get 2 of them in it. Let's hit with a firebolt. Get you to move up here. And we'll get you to move into a nice position to also use a poison spray. There we go. That's pretty nice. Frost Aura. That Frost Aura is a good investment, to be honest. Very, very useful. Okay, clean this up. Ooh, boy. At least the Frost Aura should kill him. There he goes. Okay, great. Let's check out this stuff. First of all, we want to go get this vat of goo. Thorn Baton. We don't need any of this stuff. More living tools. That is good. Very useful. What is this? Crate Thad. Ooh. If your battle shaping is high enough. Actually, you know what? I think I may dump this Artila because I don't have any magic shaping ability. So I think I'm going to absorb this guy. Get a little bit of stuff back. And I'm going to use my Essence Pod. Where's that? I had it before, right? Essence Pod. There we go. That refills leftover essence. And I'm going to use my leftover ability to make what? How much essence do I have? 10? I can make 1 more Creora, which may be worthwhile. I don't think I can do much else with him, though. I probably have to go back to town to get more essence, because I just don't have that much. Let me see. I don't think I have anything else, right? Yeah, unfortunately, too bad. Too bad these essence pools are not good. Like, they won't help me heal up or anything, which is too bad, unfortunate. I would like to heal these guys a little bit. You know what? Let's make a Creora. That'll be pretty good. We'll do that. Current essence 1 left. So I can't do much with him, but we can make a generic Creora. Okay, we won't bother doing that. Why not make another one? Whatever. We'll go for more of the fire shaping units. I feel like they're a little bit better. Honestly, they tend to be a little bit more damaging. Nice. Okay, so we got a level up here. 11 points. I'm going to put 1 more point into... let's put a little bit more into fire shaping. For 1. We'll level up my fire shaping a little bit. Increase spell energy, increase essence. Most deaths are caused by running out of it. Missile weapon damage. I'm not going to bother with missile weapons. I might level up my spell casting a little bit and maybe put some points into my magic as well. So maybe mental magic or blessing magic. Okay, essence cost. Each point gives you a 3% of your spell attacks. Use it for your action points. You know what? I'm going to put a point, first of all, into intellect. And I have 3 points left, so I can put something into one more thing here. Leadership. Can't afford that. I can afford maybe leadership or mechanics. So let's go 1 more point of leadership. That'll be pretty good. Okay, great. Okay, is the battle over? I think it is. Okay, my creations are a little bit weak right now. What I might do is actually leave this area. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here, so wait a minute. I was going to go back to the town and heal up a little bit. And make some new creations that are a little bit better than these ones. We got to deal with these guys first. Okay, Okay, can I hit them with a cone of cold? A little bit out of range. Maybe I can move up a little bit and hit at least 2 of them? Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, not too bad. Oh, there's another one down there. Get in combat though, and we're going to encounter him and then just fry him. Okay, there we go. Easy. So I think I'm going to actually go out of here for a moment. Let's leave this area and we'll explore a little bit more. We found through the watchtower already. We'll have to go check out some other areas. Let's go back to the village. Okay, and we'll go back to the Shaper's Hall over here, refill up our essence, and then I'm going to try to make some new creations. So which one is the one that is good? Which Creo is good? This is the one that I had a lot of ability, so I'm actually going to reabsorb these other 2. These guys are not very nice. I don't like these guys at all. Want something a little bit better. Okay, absorb those ones. I'm going to keep this one around. This one's pretty good. But yeah, when it comes to creations, I feel like it's better to focus on just one type because it just buffs them all. If you're using mixing types, all your creations are going to be collectively weaker versus if you're focusing on just one type, that type is going to be much, much stronger. So here we are. Got a lot of essence now. I'm going to make at least one more Creora, I think. So one of them has a Cone of Cold. This one I'm going to also give him some hardiness. And maybe this and this might be pretty good. I won't have much essence left to make one more, though, which is a little bit of a downer. I would like to have more guys. I could just do this. This might be okay. If I remove hardiness, then it's possible. Then I have enough to make one more generic Fiora. One of the fire ones. So, I don't know. Swoop is pretty good. He can jump into battle and use his cold aura. Or maybe just use the hardiness. Just like this might be okay, to be honest. You know what? I'm going to go with that. We'll leave him pretty simple. Just Ice Breath Cura. Cold damage. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. And we'll make one more Fiora. Make it fairly decent as well. So we have enough points so we can get some haste. And maybe one more ability. Fast recovery, special abilities have no cooldown, Cone of Fire, Overload. You know, let's get another Cone attack with these guys. We'll get Innate Haste, Cone of Fire, and Fire Breath. Okay, that's pretty good. So that's much better, I think. That's pretty good. I could also make more. If I dump these Creoras, I could probably invest most of my essence into several of the Fioras because they're a lot cheaper. But I find the Creoras are pretty good. So I'm going to keep 2 of those guys. They seem to be a little bit better. If I can get like 3 of them, that would be pretty nice. So I could probably afford 4 or even 5 generic Fioras. Okay, let's go back to Watch Hill. Now we checked out the place up there. Let's go check out down the south a little bit. Elara's Keep to the east. Okay, so Elara's Keep is somewhere around here. Keep exploring around a little bit. Some kind of settlement, at least. At least someone's farming around here. This is the watchtower we visited earlier. What does this say? Okay, Elara's Keep south. All right. No, this must be something. This Serval settlement out here, an island of peace in a sea of rogues. An old obelisk has been dragged here, sanded down, and carved with the words Elara's Keep. Keep itself is more of a burrow, descending into the hill to the south. The passage has been shored up with fresh logs. Serval guards are kept stationed on either side, armed, ready to fend off hungry intruders. All right, so this is Elara's Keep. Now, we need to help her out by clearing out this little area nearby. Maybe we can go talk to her, at least. Is there anything I should know about the unit? I know Valkyrie. What's those settlements nearby? Okay, settlement is Pentil, so we'll go there later. Okay, so let's go talk to Elara. Okay, so enter a keep of Elra. This is yet another Shaper ruin, probably barracks for the island's soldiers. The Serfs here have done a good job restoring it. The crumbling stone floors have been torn up, placed with wood, and many of the Shaper tapestries in the wall have been painstakingly restored. As you enter, you feel the eyes of many armed Serfs around you. You're welcome here, but you doubt they will tolerate any trouble. Welcome, Shaper. The awakened Alara awaits. So let's go find Elra, whoever that is. You learned what Awakened wishes. The entry is already in your codex. Swan. Most opposing armed of all the Servals you have met before, he wears a heavily ironed breastplate. A large blade hangs from his belt. Okay, any sort of training you provide? Can you teach Servals? Can you teach me? I don't feel right. It is right for Shaper creatures to train themselves in warfare without our permission, that is. Okay. Right for you Shapers to abandon us here, leaving us to starve or be devoured by creations. You forced us to be like this. You created us and then you left. Okay, can you teach me? Afraid I'm not. I only share my deadliest knowledge with my fellow Awakened. Okay, so if I join the Awakened, they will give me some training, but because I am not that welcome, they're not going to train me in anything. Okay, let's go find Elra, wherever that person is. Swan's Hall. What is this hall? Storage Courtyard. This section of the keep has not been restored by the Awakened. The original stone floor is still here, slowly crumbling. At least the ceiling hasn't caved in yet. Oddly, the passage is icy cold. No servals have been back here for a while. Okay, so this is an abandoned section of the ruin here. Let's go check this out. Maybe we might be able to unlock some interesting things. Consume one living tool? Okay, sure, let's check this out. Maybe we'll find some interesting stuff in the back over here. Like a seed pod. Curing spores, and a bronze sword, which I can't use. Okay, check around these areas a little bit. Okay, this goes back to the main hallway area. Let's keep exploring, see if there's anything kind of in this hidden back area. This door will not open. So it must be open somewhere else. Oh, okay. What is this? Chris the Creora. There's a Creora huddled in the corner. It is trembling. Even though these creations are immune to cold, it seems on the edge of fully going rogue. There is a carved wooden name tag hanging from its neck. It says Chris. The Servals must have tried to train it, and it ran away. It's holding something in one of its claws, small and griddle, and it glitters. We're going rogue. Probably safest to destroy you. Chris, you need to return to your master. Gaze a culture. User training, you may have a mental picture of your intention. Hisses quietly and makes sort of shrugging motion. Then you calm it down, it seems. Okay, so something happened. What was it holding? I probably should have just killed it, to be honest. Pick it. Let's pick the lock. What is back here? Looks like another Shaper's Hall of sorts. More locked doors. You need 10 living tools to move this. Okay, that's going to take a while. Okay, sets of servo tracks across the floor. Sign on the wall says awakened only. Uh-oh. Okay, so let's maybe not go there yet. Okay, so this area is blocked off. Oh, this door is open. Let's check around here. Living tool, great. Okay, is this an enemy or what? What is this? Okay, well, I don't know what that was. Was that the one I just saw earlier? Possibly, possibly not. Okay, this door is also not opening for me. I see there's a few of these Creoras around here. Let's see if we can hit them with a firebolt. Okay, there we go. Should be able to kill it pretty quickly. They're a little bit stronger than the Fioras, but not that much stronger, honestly. Oh, a vat. Creor Affliction. Great. And some essence pods, which I don't have enough room for anymore. We gotta clear out some of this junk in my inventory. Okay, let's clear out some of this stuff. And healing pod, great. Okay, let's hit you with a Fire Blast. Okay, there we go. Oh, another one. Okay, able to kill it quite quickly. End off the turn there. Looks like nothing really worthwhile over here. There's some dead bodies. Crystal, curing spores. Alright, so it seems like this whole area is blocked off. This area is also locked. Maybe this is another exit, which we apparently cannot access at the moment. Okay, so maybe that's just another entrance blocked off. This area is also blocked. This area says awakened only, which maybe we can check that out later. I'm not really sure. Was that where I'm supposed to meet Elora? That could be where. So maybe I'll save and go check out that tunnel this way. I'll quickly save here and check out the awakened only pathway. Sign says awakened only. We'll see if they attack me or not. 4 living tools. Okay, sure. Ooh, a servant mind. When you try to speak to it, it's clearly dead. Someone struck with a large bladed weapon, perhaps 20 or 30 times. The cold of these chambers have kept it well preserved. It can't have died, been dead more than a few months, and suddenly its limbs still move slightly, the result of enchanted essence that still infuses its muscles. Seeing one of the Shaper's most loyal servants butchered like this is upsetting. Okay, so someone decided to butcher this enchanted mind here. Let's check out these other areas. The case contains a lot of smashed ceramic and dried up alchemical goop. Someone tried to smash everything inside. Unfortunately, they missed one ceramic jar. Pushed into a back corner. It's full of thick brown fluid. You recognize it as a nutrient solution. Used to revive aging servant minds. Okay, you keep it. Great. And just some junk. Okay. So that will be very helpful. We can use that if we have a problem or if we meet another servant mind. Which I don't think we can revive this one with that, right? No, this one's totally dead. Just twitching a little bit. Are these guys going to attack me? Elora gave me permission to come back here. If he had, he would given you a key. Be gone. If I see you again, I'll shout the alarm. Okay, so they're not going to allow me down here. Well, we've got what we needed. Let's get out of here. I would like to unlock this door, but I guess we won't bother. Let's just get out of this area. And we'll go see if we can talk with Elora, wherever that they are, you know? Okay, let's go check out this room. We haven't been in here yet. Is this Elora? This is somebody. Crafts merchant. Okay, we don't need any of these things. Actually, anything else good here? Living tools. I would actually like to buy a few of those. Okay, buy one at least is better than nothing. Want to sell something. Do I have anything I can sell? I don't need rope. Okay, they don't want the rope. What about gems? Sure, let's sell all my gems. Oh, okay. Ice crystal. Okay, we'll keep those. Those are useful for later. Sell the ruby as well. Gems are the main thing I can be selling in this game. Great. That's nice. Okay, these are all different shop owners. Let's go check out some other areas, especially where Elora possibly is. There's no one really important over here. This looks like a sleeping room, so nothing really relevant. Okay, this area is totally collapsed. Book is full of speeches describing the beliefs and views of the awakened. Servals come to these halls to hear sermons about their beliefs. The writings are full of gratitude and respect for the Shapers who made the Servals. The demands for respect and independence are very politely made, yet most Shapers, if they read this book, would immediately burn the awakened settlements to the ground. Okay, so yeah, the Shapers are not very tolerant of slaves or Servals talking much. Okay, let's, we talked to this guy already. Let's go see if we can find, the main guy, Elora, which he might be in here. Is this him? This is him, okay. You meet Elora, leader of the Servals, revered by them for his wisdom. To your eyes, he is not exceptional. He is strong, sure, and armed with a sword, but he's no more imposing than any other Serval you've met. He's neither old nor scarred, yet he is unusual. When he looks at you, he stares you straight in the eye. He shows no fear. He knows that Shapers could destroy his people in a minute if they wanted, and yet he refuses to grovel. Welcome, Shaper, to our home. I desire words with you. I am Galarath of the Shapers. Who are you? Okay, let's see. Identify yourself, Serval. Hope you aren't as insolent as all the others. The Serval looks for hints of your intentions. Your cold greeting should make him feel anxious, but if he is afraid, he conceals it well. I'm Elora, founder of the Awakened. Since I have heard of your arrival on the Isle, I've eagerly awaited your visit. We have long feared the return of your kind. We Servals were forced to think for ourselves, and now you may force us to say what we have learned. Why is this so important to you? Because there are 3 united settlements of Servals on Susia Island. Not all of us are inutil. Some of us are thoughtful creatures. All of us fear the Shapers. All will be trying to win your favor. Get your help. I want to tell you our ways to convince you that favoring us is the just path. Okay, so basically we have to choose. These guys want us on their side. They want to support the Shapers, but you know they're obviously very against this. So I found a slain servant mind in the back hall. I'm very disturbed by this. You should know, Shaper, that not all the servant minds are as benign as you. Some of them are still bent on controlling the Servals here, even if following their orders would be suicide. And sometimes those servant minds can be very assertive. And when that happens, we must defend ourselves. I regret this, but it had to be avoided. Okay, so we saw that already. I want to know more about the Awakened. Meaning of my entire life is to tell more of our sect and our beliefs. What do the Awakened believe? Okay, the Shapers created us. You are our parents. However, we will always be grateful to you. We should not be slaves. We wish to deal with you as intelligent beings and equals. We believe in fair trade for goods and services. Anything we give you, we expect fair compensation. So these guys just believe in equality, dignity, whatever. Okay. Okay, I don't want to support them. You've done well for yourselves, but we Shapers can't remake our entire society and beliefs for the sake of your little tribe. I'm going to be a little bit aggressive. I know most of our Shapers will feel this way. Most of you will be our enemies. If we have to die defying you, this is what we do. Hope one day you change your mind. Show us mercy to your children. Okay, so that's all for now. Do you have anything else you can say? I'd like to learn more about the island. Why did the Shapers abandon Susia Isle? We know that it was cruel, abandoning us the way you did, but we do not know what caused it. Speak with learned Pinner and Valkyrie. She may be able to help you more. Okay, so I talked with her already. Worried by what he sees. I can see you need the strength they give you. Must be necessary to survive the dangers here. However, they are changing you in a way I do not understand. It frightens us. You look cold and strange. You give off a soft... You glow in a soft, strange way. Use them if you must, but be careful. Okay, but I can't aid you. I do not know where the boat is. You might try searching the villages to the east, but their beliefs are very backward. Okay, so not much else he really has to say here. I don't really want to fight these guys yet. But, okay, so this door just apparently goes here. Okay, whatever. We don't need to bother with that. Now, I'm unsure why they're saying I picked the lock to come back here when it's very easy for me to just walk in here. There is this guard here, so I wonder how I should deal with him if I want to go deeper in the back of this whole area, which I would like to do, but I may or may not be able to. Maybe I'll save again very quickly and just see what I can do here. Okay, awakened only. Let's go take a look around the back. Instead, we'll try to walk past the guard if possible. Sneak past him. Okay, he's not saying anything to us. Living tools 10. Living tools 10, so we don't even have enough to get through those doors anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Let's go out of here. Yeah, whatever. Halt, halt, halt. Oh, they hate me now. Wait. They hate me now? I missed what that said. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so we're gonna reload. I don't want to deal with that exactly. Okay, so we won't bother making them hate us yet. We'll see if we can talk to the other tribes first before we can do anything else. Let's get out of here. Not much else for me to really do in this keep. Now, we still have to clear out Watch Hill, so we should go back to Watch Hill area, and let's clean out what's doing it. I think we already did it. We may have already done that with that kind of spawner thing. That might have been what was creating the rogues, but I guess we have to clear out the rest of them. So let's go do that. We'll finish that up, that quest we're doing. And then we have a few other things. We need to meet the Obears and meet the Takers. So we'll probably see if we can meet the Obears next. That's the next town we can meet. Okay, let's go here first with all my followers. Let's go back to Watch Hill and clear this place out. Okay, so we've cleared out this tower for the most part, I believe. I think this spawner here was what was creating them, creating the creatures, but we'll check out the rest of this region because we've not really seen everything here yet. And there are still a lot of enemies around here who we've not really seen. Like these guys. Okay, let's see if we can get a Cone of Cold on both of these guys. Move up a little bit more. Just barely. Can I move like one more step? Okay, there, we can get both of them. Okay, pretty good. Let's see if we can maybe get another cone. Okay, kill that one. I guess we don't really need to. We'll just kill this last one left. We need to try to get them to bunch up a little bit more so we can actually just kill them fairly easily. Let's end the battle there. Let's check out this little area. This looks like wood cutting or something. Some bread here, which I don't really want to carry around. Maybe I will pick it up. Help me heal a little bit of health. Okay, let's use a firebolt on this guy. The rest of these guys can clear them out. Oh, okay, there we go. Get you. Let's see if we can clear out this region. There might be more spawners around that we just haven't seen yet. So we just need to travel around here. Okay, it looks like another little fortress. This must be another settlement of sorts. Yeah, this looks like a nice place. Cerula. Old Serval hermit. Her skin is papery and her robes are tattered. However, she moves with the precision and strength of an old warrior. Why do you live out here? What do you think of all the rogues around here? Do you have a little respect to me? I'm a shaper. Shaper who's stranded on this island. I am an awakened shaper. I do not hold you in awe. Okay. I'm not talker. Alara's there. He's a talker. Okay, that's fine. We already talked to Alara. Okay, now that Watch Hill's been cleared out, I can guard the road by myself. Okay, fine. Will it make you leave faster? Fine. Vekos to the west. You have been there. Allows keep us to the south. There's wisdom there. Pentil's to the northeast. Kazag is far to the east. You will like the former. The later will not like you. Okay, so yeah, we want to go to Pentil next. That'll be our next kind of goal. Let's finish off. We'll go back to Vaki in a minute to finish off this quest. I think we've pretty much cleared out this area, right? I think everything's done. This will probably lead us to Pentil. I believe pretty much this whole area has been cleared out. Just maybe this little area down the south here. I think we're pretty much done. So let's actually go back to Vakri, whatever this place is. And we will finish this quest here for clearing out Watch Hill. Oh, we got someone following us. Okay, let's get you. Well, I think you missed. Okay, there we go. Clear that out. Great. Yeah, let's make our way out of here. We'll finish off this Watch Hill quest. Okay, we need everyone to come meet me. There we go. Let's go back to Valkyrie. And go talk to, I think it was the leader who gave me this quest, right? Was that him? Leader Kobar? So we'll tell him that we cleared out Watch Hill. And then make our way out of here next. Okay, found the rose that used to created by some sort of spawning thing and I killed it. You've done well, you've assisted us as equals. We pay you your kind for the trouble. Kobar hands you a pouch. Look inside, it's filled with tiny, well-worn gold coins, all a century old. What could have created that thing you found? It's odd. Strange events are happening on Susia. We don't know how to deal with them. I hope you can understand these events because we can't. If you wish to learn more about what's happening, you should go east. However, there's another way for you can help us again. How can I help you? You should speak with Elra. If not already, you get a message to him, but I can't endanger my people on the Eastern Road. He gives you a scroll. Take this to Elra's keep. Why can't you do it? Okay. Alright, okay, that's fine. We can go back to Elra, do this mission here. Actually, we have one more thing we can do in this village before we leave. There was someone over here who... they asked me to unlock something or do something for them. I think it was this woman in this house, right? There was someone in this house who said if I can give them money, they will open this door for me. So let's talk to them. I obey no longer. You're from Pentil. Tell me about the Obeyers. Do you wish to serve? Why are you still called Serviles? It was the name you gave us. We did not know whether we should keep it. Finally, we chose to. It reminds us who we are and where we came from. But we are not servants anymore. Okay, another question. Are you wealthy? Things you own? I'll pay you 200 coins. Okay. I demand you open the door. I could try that again. No, okay. Let's try it. We can talk to her again and try again. What about this? No, okay. Well, they won't bother. Are you wealthy? Let's try again. Okay, they don't want to do anything. Oh, she opened the door for me. That's great. We got this goo war blessing. Great, that's nice. Nothing else useful in here for me. Let's get out of here. But that canister will be very helpful for me. We do have some new blessing magic. Though we do need more essence to be able to actually use that. We're using up a lot of our essence to support our creations at the moment. So maybe what I might do is I think I might reconfigure my creations a little bit. I'm going to dump these more expensive ones and probably just go for a few Fiora instead. And then focus on maybe seeing if I can buff them with my own magic. Because right now I basically can't do anything if I'm putting all my essence into the creations. So we're actually going to dump all of these guys. Level 7, level 7, level 6. Okay, let's dump you. We're going to absorb all these creations here. We're back to full essence, and I'm going to make a few cheaper creations. And we do have some new creations here. I'm going to make the Fiora, though. Make them just very simple with haste and fire breath. Okay, that should leave me with a lot of essence left over. I wonder if I should go for a cone of fire attack for one of these guys. Maybe just for one. It'll be worthwhile. It's pretty good. I think we'll go with that. This guy will be my big hitter with fire breath, cone of fire, innate haste. Actually, we'll take off innate haste just to make him a little bit better. And we'll give him a maybe magical skill upgrade. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so he's our elite guy. And now we still have a little bit of essence left over, so we still can actually do some stuff. Okay, let's get out of here. That way we can at least use some of our magic. And be a bit more of a support for our creations. I don't want to be totally reliant on the creations. I want to have some ability, but I want to focus more on blessings and buffs. And debuffs if possible. So let's get out of here. We're going to head out to Elra's Keep. Great. And let's go talk to Elra again. Who was in here, I think. Okay, I have a message here from Vakri. Glad you can spare time to help our kind. He takes the message and reads it and laughs. I must be honest with you. The message is of no importance. It was a trick to get you here and we can speak. Okay, so we've already spoken to this guy. You mean Vakri lands here? The territory of the Awakened. We have much razor recently. We've been attacked by rogues. Are there villages near here? Okay, we've already talked about all this already. Okay, that's all for now. That's fine. We have nothing else to really say about this guy. Like, I don't think he has anything else to tell us. Why did the Shapers abandon Susi Isle? Did I already ask this guy? It was cruel to abandon us this way. We don't know why. They made strange cancers. Okay, I already talked about this guy a lot. We don't need to worry about him anymore. Let's get out of here. Let's leave this place. Let's go to Pentil. I think that's the only other thing I need to do. Meet the Obeyers, meet the Takers. Let's go to Pentil, Pentil Town, or whatever it is. Okay, so we do have one exit. We could go to the north or to maybe down to the east. Let's go check this area out first, because I've not explored this corner yet. This might be another exit going east. And then we have one exit up here going north. And plus something else maybe I've not explored yet. What does this say? Thorny Fens east, Pentil farther east. Okay, so this goes to Pentil. Going north, I don't know where that goes, but let's go here. Thorny Fens, that seems like a good area. Okay, we do have to watch out here. It looks like some enemies around. Some of these roamers. At least hostile. Seems like they're not hostile. Not immediately, at least, which is good. Okay, interesting. I mean, they're not doing anything to me. They're not immediately hostile. I'll just keep exploring around. They're not doing anything. Alright, that's fine. What is this? This is something. Nothing, apparently. Oh, now they're attacking. Okay, right. They're not happy with me going in here, I guess. Let's give a blessing to all my guys first. That'll be something. Oh boy, here they all come. Oh no, that does a lot of damage. Okay, let's get you in the back, please. And you can use something on these guys. Heal myself up a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can take these guys out. Let's see if we can do a flame cone attack in a minute. Now look at these guys are all fairly strong against flames. That should be pretty helpful. Let's use 10 energy, 1 essence. Let's use the flame bolt for now, because this doesn't require essence to use. Now, I'm kind of regretting dumping my Kriora earlier, because they would have been very helpful against these guys. Okay, let's do a flame cone of fire. This should hit most of them. Let's move up, maybe 1 square. And we should be able to hit all of them. There we go, that's nice. Oh boy, hitting my Shaper for a lot of damage. Ooh boy, this guy's gonna die. Okay, who is very weak? I'm gonna throw this. Okay, it wasn't as much damage as I would have liked. At least we can kill one. Who else is around here? This one's dead, this one's almost dead. Okay, try to finish these ones off. And you... Okay, there's only one left, so let's just try to finish it, if possible. Okay, there's a lot of these guys. They're very angry about me going here. Okay, they're running now. Can we end the combat? Okay, let's end there, and there. Okay, that should kill him off. There we go. Excellent. Now we're all pretty wounded, so let's see if we can heal up a little bit. Do I have any healing spores? I think I do. There we go. Heal everyone up. Go upstairs a little bit. Let's check around what's up here. So we do have another vat, and uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to get my little guy out of here, but actually let's use one of these. I have these things I've been carrying around forever. That should do a ton of damage, and then we're going to run away out of here. Oh, I didn't want you to run away. Okay, let's get you to use your flame cone and hit all of these guys if possible. There you go, that does a ton of damage. Oh boy, jeez. These searers, or whatever these guys are, do lots and lots of damage, which is very miserable. Okay, what about you? Let's use another ice gem on these guys. There, killed most of them in one hit. Okay, we can do another cone attack on these two. I think that's the best option, honestly. Oh, we lost one. That is rough. Okay, so that's going to have to be it. Let's see if we can get something from this, though. Rack. Wrecks all enemies in a target area in agonizing pain. Okay, well, that's good. And we have a chest here with some stuff in here. Some silver, some healing pod, makeup, mirror, and comb. Okay, so nothing we need. But we lost one of our creations, unfortunately. Now, do I have any essence that I can use? Curing spores. Okay, no, I don't have... Oh, I do have an essence pod. Okay, so I should be able to make a new creation here. Current essence 20. Now, who died exactly? This is the 55 one. This one's my little bit higher level one, fast recovery. This is my generic one, and then I can make maybe one more. Maybe I should make a Creora. That'll be a good idea. I'm going to make just a generic Creora. You can make them a little bit tougher. That could be pretty good, I think. You know what? Frost Aura, Hardiness, and then some Ice Breath is pretty good. I think that's pretty nice. We could give him one more power. Yeah, you know what? I like that. I'm going to do that. Really go all in on my creations here. And we can heal these guys up as well. Let's use something to heal them up. Do I have any more curing spores? Okay, no, I don't have healing. I have a healing pod for myself. That's about it. And I could use some healing magic on you to heal you up. All right, really lacking essence, however. Definitely need more. Once I get out of this early game area, so are these guys hostile or not? I guess they are now, which is a little bit annoying. I'm not sure what made them hate me so much. Just going in that house, they didn't like it. Oh, I don't like being in the open like this. This is pretty rough. Oh boy, because they do lots of damage. Oh boy, we gotta run out of this, I think. This is not gonna work well. And they're way too spread out. We gotta get out of here, I think. Okay, you can maybe attack this guy. Oh boy. Oh, he died. Oh no. I think we're all gonna die. Oh shit, we gotta get out of here. This is really bad. I haven't saved recently either. Okay, I gotta get out of here. All my creations are fucking dead. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, we gotta heal up somehow. Let's use a healing pod on myself and then try to run out of here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, there he goes. Mortally wounded, your power drain, you fall on the ground. One of the many threats to Sushi Island has claimed you. Thought you to intervene, the secrets and conspiracy of the island come to head. Deadly forces pour out of this tiny island. Your people are forced to fight a devastating, terrible war. None of this matters to you, of course, because you're dead. Okay, well. Oh well. What was the last autosave? Was it from this area? Okay, luckily I had autosaved right around here. And this is actually before I went back to restore some of my things. Now, I do have enough essence left. Maybe what I could do is actually make one more of these guys. Make a generic one, but, you know, it might be worthwhile. This is actually not too bad. Let's do that. Have 4 of them. Why not? Go for the swarm build and then continue on here. Now, wait a minute. Did I already... I guess I didn't already do that. Okay, so these guys were not hostile. Oh, I don't want to actually fight these guys. Uh-oh. I don't want to fight these guys, actually. So let's actually leave here. If they're not going to fight me, I'm not going to fight them yet. Thorn comes from me. Might merit investigation. Okay, so what is he saying about the thorn clumps? What thorn clumps? Okay, we got another pathway over here. I don't know where this goes. It goes somewhere pretty nasty, it seems, because there are some, like, skulls and stuff around here. Oh, now these guys want to attack us. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's end the turn there. Enemy is visible. Where's enemy visible? Okay, so are they going to attack us or what? This thorn baton's favorite weapon of the shaper. The thorn batons themselves are living beings, extremely long-lived animals. Nestled on a metal frame. Thorns they fire are grown on bushes like this. Okay, so use thorn bush for ripe thorns. Some thorns fall out. Okay, great. We got venom thorns. Actually, I should use the venom baton, which I've been carrying around with me. You can't equip this item, put it back in your pack. Why can't I equip it? Oh, I need minimum missile skill 2. I wonder if it's worth investing in missile skill, to be honest. I don't think I have any points left to do so, but it might be worth investing a little bit into missile weapons. I've not really done it yet. I've mostly been doing fire shaping and leadership. Okay, we got to somehow get out of here without making them all upset at us. Let's see if we can find some more thorns, though. Oh my god, fuck off with this. That's a long walk to get out of here, and they're all going to rush in pretty soon. Maybe we can kill 2 of them. I don't know. Can I hit these guys with a daze? It's a little bit too far. I'm just going to see if I can hit them with a thorn. Okay, killed 1. Maybe we can kill another quickly. Jeez, that attack does so much damage. Okay, maybe that's enough to get me out of here. At least knock 2 of them out. Let's run away from here. Oh my god, let's run, please. Ready to leave? Okay, yeah, let's leave that area. That's not a good place to go. No, I don't want to go there. So we do have a little bit of injury, unfortunately, but let's go check out some other areas in Thornhill that we've not explored yet. Like right up here. I wonder if going north would be better. Where would that go? Let's also maybe... Do I have any healing pods? wish I could heal my creation instead, not myself. Okay, where does this go? This apparently goes nowhere. Let's go north. See where north goes instead. Ready to leave? This goes to Craig Valley. So maybe both of these ways will help us get to where we need to go. Let's try this area, if this area is any better. Any easier to deal with, at least. Okay, there's people here. What are these guys? Serval will only meet your gaze. Whether she's afraid or angry, you can't tell. She observes your face. Greeting Shaper. I Dern. How are you? I not talk. I no talk. I fight. You talk. For any talk. Okay. Let's see. Serval Warrior is very happy to see you. He's surprised to see Shaper here. News of your arrival has traveled ahead of you. I'm 40. One of the guards has passed. I'm honored you're visiting this lonely post. Okay. That's beautiful chainmail. Shaper artifact. Okay. You've done well maintaining our supplies. Now that I've returned, we need our armor back. Okay, he wordlessly gives the chainmail. Where can I travel from here? South is the Keep of Life, finally the Awakened. I'm an obeyer. I avoid that area. If you leave here, head east, you'll hit the Roost of Jars beyond the Helios Pental. The route is difficult. Okay, why is the route eats difficult? Past here, one must go through a warren of Shaper tunnels, possibly old warehouses. Recently, all the doors in the warren are closed. We know not why, and the passage was blocked. Of course, one with the awesome powers and wisdom of a Shaper will have little difficulty clearing the way for us Serviles. Warrens contain many jars. Okay, what is an obeyer? I don't want to waste your time. We heard that there is Inutils hiding there. They are peaceful, not brigands. I did not want to harm them if they exist. I want to meet them. Okay, alright. I heard that Elijah's hiding them. Look around his fortress. Alright, we don't need to deal with them too much. Let's just look around here. Take that from these guys. Now, did he give me some chainmail? I guess it's the same as what I'm wearing. I don't really need it, so there's no point even taking it from this guy. Just gonna dump it on the floor for him. Just look around this area. This area seems fairly peaceful. Definitely more peaceful than that swamp I was just at. So, okay, these are all items we don't really want to steal. I don't really want to do it, at least. There's no point to anger these guys for no reason. I would like to ally with the obeyers anyways, so let's kind of explore this canyon area a little bit. So he says that there's two ways through here. I guess the Thorn of Fens would also be another option. It would be good to go back there. Okay, here's some worms around here. I would like to use this. I don't think I can hit more than 2 at a time. Maybe if I back up a little bit. I can barely hit both. There we go. That's not much damage though, but whatever. Oh boy, okay. Ooh, poison. Okay, these guys are a lot easier to deal with, it seems, though they are using a lot of poison, which is very annoying. Okay, there we go. Pretty easy to deal with. Let's explore this area, see if we can find any more ruins. Looks like there's more ruins right here. Very large one, too. So what is this? You find more Shaper ruins. It looks like this was a small shaping hall where small, less important creations were produced. Only utility and fence creations from established designs. No new research. Artilostroms, strange essence being mixed on this island. Okay, we have some enemies here. Okay, we have a few of these guys. I wonder if I can hit them with a flame cone. Maybe if I move ahead a little bit. I might be able to hit both these guys. Yeah, right here, maybe. Just barely out of range, I think. Maybe we'll do one step closer. Okay, pretty good. We'll finish these guys off very quickly. There's still this poisoner left, and we're getting pretty wounded here, so we got to be careful. Enemy stops you, who's charmed. Now, do I have any healing pods? Okay, no. This guy's almost dead. He's one of my more valuable ones, so I do want him to be careful here. And, oh, one of these guys has broken free. Charm turns remaining one. Let's see if we can just heal everybody up first. Essence pod. Do we have any healing spores for everyone? Let's heal everyone first. Just skip the turn. I'll deal with the damage. I don't want them to die off. Okay, there we go. Interesting. We got another vat here of protection. Very nice. Okay, just quickly fry this guy. Check out the Shaper Ruin here. Living tools, you need 3. Okay, I don't have any tools left. I used them all earlier. Unfortunately, we'll have to come back here later when we have more. Okay, let's end the combat. Oh, there's more over here, so we gotta be careful. Okay, let's use a cone of fire attack. Can we actually reach up there? Maybe if we get a little bit closer. Okay, not close enough apparently. Okay, maybe we'll just kill this guy very quickly. Okay, there we go. Nice. And combat, let's check out this room. Okay, we got another spawner here and some kind of healing pit. Let's kill this thing. These things are always a pain to deal with. Let's first of all use this. A little bit of magic. With 4 of these guys, it definitely is a lot easier to clear out these areas. Still, ooh boy, still a lot of damage here. Okay, we'll try to do a cone of fire attack in a minute. Hit. Oh, this guy's a little bit too far. Let's maybe step up one more step. There, that does some damage to both of them. Oh, Joe. Jeez. Charmed again. Okay, I don't want to kill him, but we'll have to be careful because he is charmed. He's going to start attacking. Oh, they're all charmed now. Okay, I'm taking a little bit of damage here. We gotta be careful. I'm gonna use my healing spores. Do I have any spores? I can use, what is this? Cures 1 hostile effect. Let's cure my own curse, and then I'm also gonna take a healing pod to heal myself up a little bit. And I can maybe use a... Okay, almost dead. This guy's almost dead here. Okay, finally, we still have these 2 left, but these will be a lot easier to deal with. Okay, Nash was corrupted as in sticky goo pour out, topples over. This region normally plagued by rogues. Okay, great. Okay, let's just quickly kill these guys. We'll clear out this room, and then finish off this area a little bit. Okay, excellent. I think that's everything. Let's end the turn and the battle. Pick up the stuff they dropped here, which is crystal and essence pod, quite nice, and vat boots. That seems quite good. That seems better than what I'm wearing. Right? 5 and 2. This is 4 and 2, but more poison resistance, which is actually a little bit better. And this thing apparently does nothing. This. Oh, one of my creations died. Oh boy, that sucks. Now I do have an essence pod, so I can maybe take that and make a new creation. I have 14. Let's make another one of these guys. And I'm just going to make them fairly generic, I think. Yeah, let's just do that. That'll be fine. I can even make one more, honestly. I have enough for just one basic one. Why not? Yeah, let's go for like 5. That'll be great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Now this thing is locked, unfortunately. I don't see any way to open it either. Maybe there's a door or something somewhere else. Alright, so that's pretty good. We'll have to come back and clear this place later. Now, I don't know how long it will take to actually continue with this. I was hoping to make it to the Pentil base in time for this video, but I don't know if I'll be able to make it, or the Obeyer's base during the course of this video, but like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to actually make it this time. I think I may finish off this video in about a minute. Oh my god, I hate these things. I don't want to kill my own creations though, unfortunately. Okay, just try to kill this guy very quickly and then hopefully the charm will wear off. Okay, what enemy is visible? There's no visible enemy, right? Oh, there's one right here. I didn't even notice him. Okay, try to kill him off quickly if possible. Okay, there we go. So having a raptor horde is not as easy as it seems. Now, I wish I could heal these guys up. These guys are really, really wounded. Maybe, you know what, maybe I'm going to go back. Like I said, I think I am going to finish off this video here. It's been quite long. We've got a good idea of what Geneforge is all about, but it is a very long game, so I'm definitely not going to finish it off in one video. But I think we've done quite a lot. We've cleared out most of the first area. Moving on to other areas here. I don't want to get in too many more fights, so we're going to actually get out of here a little bit. But we will probably move on to the Obeyer base. If you guys like Geneforge, I would be happy to continue playing it. Maybe continue some other videos, like a part 2 or something like that. But yeah, I think we'll end off the video here. But yeah, that was Geneforge. Definitely, if you like this game, I recommend checking out the big demo. That demo basically covers the first, like, third of the game, which is quite a lot of playtime. It's like maybe like 30-40 hours of gameplay, so it is quite a lot. But yeah, you know, I mean, if you want to check it out, I definitely recommend that. I also recommend picking up Mutagen if you just want to try out like buying one of the games, or if you really love Geneforge, consider the Geneforge Saga, which contains Geneforge 1, the original Geneforge 1, all the way up to Geneforge 5, which is definitely worth it as well if you really like Geneforge, what it has to offer. I'm actually going to go back to Vaki Town and heal up my creations a little bit. Okay, I do like that you can kind of have a limited fast travel, which is quite nice because I can heal up all my guys here. And we might rearrange these creations a little bit, but like, definitely having a swarm of raptors is quite nice. I think having more is better. At least 5 is quite a lot of firepower. But either way, guys, I'm going to end the video off here, and I'll see you guys again next time. So goodbye, guys.